Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the brand new channel, specifically dedicated to the Lonely Marks. If you want to know why, you can ask, but we might not tell you. It's
You can message behind the scenes.
behind the but it's still the four of us. JPO will be here very shortly. ASAT is running long. That's what happens when you have 6 answers per question. But it is what it is. The 3 of us are still here, and we're ready to talk some wrestling, talk some crappy wrestling, and then hopefully some good wrestling with Clash at the Castle this weekend.
Yeah.
But I am not alone. Richie, you are not -5 stars. You are at least -3.
Thank you. That's so kind of you to say.
How's it going, sir?
Yeah, no, going good. No, I'm excited to get into it. Sometimes it's good to talk about wrestle crap as it were, but but also to balance that with what I predict is going to be good wrestling and also a good crowd, because I like that World Wrestling Entertainment as now encompassing the world actually doing big shows around the world. It keeps it fresh. So now I'm looking to get fun to talk about. So and
yes, and joining us is Austin Pez Howell. Austin, how's it going?
I like to think of myself as more of a dud. I just I happen and then we just move on. So just the dud, like those squash matches you see that just kind of happen and then we just move on with our lives.
I forgot that match was on the pay-per-view.
I'm nor 5 stars nor -5 stars. I'm just kind of there, that's me. And we move on with our lives. No, it's good. I helped you guys. You guys wanted, we kind of compromise. We got a new channel. It's a new start for Lonely Marks. I like it. We're gonna do our thing and just dedicate this whole thing to this wrestling thing and have some fun and do our thing, because this show is a lot of fun. I look forward to it every week. Gotta talk about wrestling. There's always stuff going on, and it should be a really fun show, a mix of the good and the bad and the ugly. Should be a good time.
Yes, the good and the bad are here, and I'm the ugly.
No,
I'll let you guys decide which one's bad.
No, hey, you save that self-deprecating humor for your stand-up show, sir. All right.
There's some of it in there.
I know. He's finally saw some of the video footage. Go over to Jacob's personal channel and see some of his stand-up footage.
I posted a reel on Facebook.
There you
go check it out. I'm hoping to fight because that clip comes from there's a longer clip, and I'm hoping to get it uploaded at some point. I did a feature last night because somebody else dropped out, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to do it?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I did my first 15-minute set last night.
Wow!
And nice. I had a buddy record it, so hopefully I'm able to get that footage out pretty soon too. So see, now I got to write new jokes though, because that's all the stuff I had.
Yeah, you're like, I got all my material tonight. I need more material just in case they need you to stretch. Hey, our guys running 5 minutes late. Stretch it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Crowd work. Okay.
No. I do enjoy doing a bit of crowd work. So the funny thing is, last night my aunt drove up from Vancouver, Washington. She drove up. And it's an 80-mile drive, so I really appreciated that she came up. But there was a comedian that went up two slots before me, and she was like, "Hey, after the show, you should let him know that I think he's pretty hot." And he's probably my age, and my aunt's I think she's pushing 60. She might be even older than that. And so I was like, "Well, I don't know if I'm going to see him after the show." So I opened my set with, "Hey, my aunt thinks you're hot." And she's just looking at me like why? No, she just lost for words. It was pretty funny. It was a fun night. So, but we're not here to talk comedy, even though comedy is always fun. Maybe we'll do
I'm the only one out of the whole Lonely Marks that hasn't done a foray into stand-up comedy, so I guess the pressure's on me now to actually do something.
And then if we all go to Vegas.
if we all go to Vegas
During
together,
WrestleMania
we'll
season.
have to seek out. I'm sure there's one somewhere. We'll have to seek out some open mic thing, and I'll take the stage for a few minutes and have some fun.
That would be fun. I'm going to Florida in a couple weeks, and I'm hoping the schedule works out because we're going to Orlando, and I'm hoping like the location we're in, there might be somewhere close by enough that's doing an open mic on the weekend, and might like the schedule fit.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Once you do those first 5 minutes, it's like, oh, okay. Especially if the crowd like receives it well, you'll want to go back up again.
Right.
We're not talking comedy, although we could talk some funny wrestling later on in the show.
Yeah, we can talk about some hilariously bad stuff later in the show. That's for sure, and make fun of it.
But right now we'll get into the news as JPO is on his way. I think the biggest piece of news right now is the biggest piece of news that I'm aware of is probably Ricochet most likely being written off TV this past Monday. News has come out that he has notified WWE that once his deal is done, he's done. Yeah. And so they kind of wrote him off with Braun Breaker, just completely pummeling him, slamming him into a car windshield, and Ricochet making the worst grunt possible. I'm like, oh, did it actually hurt that bad? Because you're selling me, Ricochet. And then poor Samantha Irvin getting in the ambulance with her. But we did get a cool Pat McAfee entrance for Drew McIntyre out of it. So, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seemingly written off TV maybe. Although he does have his Speed title match or whatever airing soon. So it's interesting that they didn't wait till this upcoming Monday to do it, but
I wonder who the new Speed champion will be. I'm on bated breath. He won the Speed tournament, and now he's going to be gone.
I already know the Speed champion. It's on Friday, but anyway.
Spoilers.
The prestigious Speed Championship.
Well, great. Now I don't have to go on X tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
that reminds me of something. I guess officially, right? If somebody won the 24/7 title, they could be eligible for the WrestleCrap draft. If that's an official match, kind of, and they won an official title.
I mean,
technically, so some of those like goofy people who won it, could you draft them?
Draft ESPN and
draft Gronk.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I may have to pull up that Wikipedia page for the 24/7 champions as well, because I already have like 100 people on my notes app that I've been compiling over the last week. Just while I'm at work, I'm just like, oh yeah, that person, put it in my notes. Oh yeah, that person, put it in my notes. That gimmick or whatever. Yeah, so that's
watch somebody draft Gronk, and then he has like a real wrestling match later on in the year, and he's actually really good.
But I'm just putting it out there. I mean, it was an official WWE championship, so if they won that counts, right? I mean,
true.
Anybody who was in a Royal Rumble, that counts. Battle Royals, whatever, all counts. So
I know my first pick now.
Oh, there you go.
You mentioned Royal Rumble, and so, which, depending on the draft order, we'll see. But back to Ricochet. What do you guys, Pez? I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on?
No, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because I thought he was one of those guys that it seemed like he was getting a little bit of a mini push, like since Triple H took over, even with that Speed Championship, or it just seemed like he was having more sort of TV time, a few more kind of at least profile matches on Raw and whatnot. We saw the stuff like within the King of the Ring tournament with Ilya Dragunov, or just facing like being kind of dancing around some of those pictures. But I mean, maybe he just feels like he's kind of done everything he can do in WWE, and I mean, he's 35 years old. He's still in great shape, obviously, and still a great wrestler. Maybe he just wants to get back into having great matches with great people and just see what else he can do. Pushing forward. I don't know if AEW is an option or not, but we'll see. Richie might agree. Maybe Impact is a better option, or TNA. That guy could be a pretty big star over there, I think. But he could even just dance around the Indies for a little while and have some great stuff. Maybe MLW or a PWG, those types of places. So we're certainly welcome back. He's a veteran of PWG and a lot of those indie promotions. So I'm sure they would welcome him back, and he would be an attraction. But yeah, I mean, maybe it makes sense. I mean, how long has he been in WWE now? It's been a while, right?
Since like 2017, I think.
Something like that. 'Cause
2017.
he was
So
involved
yeah,
in that first North American Championship
yeah.
ladder match in NXT. So yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he shined more in a thing like NXT, you know, when it was like a kind of a smaller setting, and he was able to really kind of be in like an upper card guy in NXT and really have those great matches and those great moments. Everybody remembers like that stuff with like Velveteen Dream doing like the flip over the ropes, you know, to the outside, and some of those great moments that he had. I just maybe he just wants to get back to kind of a smaller setting where he can really shine, because it feels like he's gotten a little lost in the shuffle, even with the new era.
And then if he does go to TNA, he can still work with WWE. We'll get into that too.
Yeah, right. Potentially, yeah.
But Richie, what are your thoughts on Ricochet leaving WWE?
Yeah, I feel like maybe he felt like he's reached his ceiling a bit. I feel like they kind of almost did and they did a lot of damage to his momentum, and not Triple H necessarily, but they did a lot of damage to his momentum when they gave him a championship match right before the pandemic, and Saudi and Brock just squashed him. I think that hurt him a lot. But yeah, I think Triple H did a good job at just sort of building him back up. But like, I don't know whether like a champion, being the top guy. I think Paul Heyman at one point, when he was like charged creative, that briefly was pushing for him to be like a top guy, but I don't know if that was ever like in the plans. And it's probably the kind of the idea of like having these great matches with these other people is probably definitely alluring. I know Will Ospreay definitely wants him in AEW. He said that multiple times in interviews. I could see that. I can definitely see people push in the locker room pushing for Tony Khan to sign him, and especially to have that rematch, because they have some bangers. So I could see him going there. Although I'm pretty vocal about like AEW signs too many people, but that's another story. He'd be decent.
They could sign people if they would get rid of some of the roster they're not using right now. You could swap some things out.
I mean, we might get to that too. But I don't know if Jacob knows this other story, but we'll talk about. I don't know. But like, I think they unfortunately they just like contracts expire, supposed to going, hey, we're not using you. I know. I think there's always going to be. I think Ricochet's always going to be in high demand, so I think he'd be fine. I think the only thing that was like interesting, like probably weighed heavily on his decision, is like his fiance is Samantha Irvin, so it's like I assume she's staying. Like she's getting some momentum as being like a very one of the better ring announcers have had in quite a while. So and they're really high on her. So I imagine that will make it a bit hard on the relationship being separate like that. But I guess they've talked about it and make it work. But yeah.
Well, I mean, there's other couples that make it work. I mean, Buddy Matthews is in AEW, or Rhea Ripley's in WWE, and they still find time to make it work. So it's not impossible.
Charlotte and Andrade were. They made it.
Thanks for tuning in, Malcolm. He was one of our first subscribers to jump over to the channel. Thank you, Malcolm. Hey, spread the word that we're over here now. Help us get the word out. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, my only issue with Ricochet signing with AEW would be he gets like 2 to 3 months of TV time, and then he's either not used or relegated to Ring of Honor, which like half the people watch. So, because I do think he's talented. I think he could shine in a place like Impact. I think he could be a world champion in Impact. He could be a world champion in WWE. I mean, he's got the talent. Mike's skills, they're not terrible. But like he's definitely somebody I could see like go on a 3 or 4 month reign with the world heavyweight title or something like that. But
you can hide like problem is you can hide like maybe lack of mic skills or average mic skills with managers, but they don't use managers as much anymore.
I wish they would bring more managers back. Yeah, more seconds. Because, there's some people that could definitely use those mouthpieces. It seemed like in the 80s and 90s, they were everywhere. A lot of mid-card guys had some kind of mouthpiece, or you had managers even that managed multiple people. I mean, look at the Heenan family. He managed a bunch of people. The Dangerous Alliance, Paul Heyman managed a bunch of people. You can have that where you can have somebody that runs a stable of people and manages everybody, and I wish they would do that as well.
Yeah, so we'll see where Ricochet ends up once his contract expires, and then how long it takes him to pop up somewhere else. But let's real quick. I don't know. Yeah, Pez, you probably. I know you don't. It's not a big pay-per-view, so you probably didn't watch NXT Battleground.
No, I didn't get a chance to see it. I know I try to catch a few of those if there's things that pique my interest, or at least matches. I think the only reason a lot of people were talking about it in general was obviously the Jordan Grace thing, challenging for the title. I know I didn't actually get to see the actual show or how it was. I'm sure Richie might have seen it.
I ended up watching it
okay, cool.
as well.
So I can't comment on the actual show, but I know Jordan Grace has said in the interim, as we welcome JPO, he's here. Hey, buddy.
Oh, then in that case, JPO, real quick, thoughts on Ricochet leaving WWE?
That's the only thing we really talked about media-wise.
Right on. First of all, apologies, I got to make a mental note. I could do an ASAT, probably not an ASAT rules before 10 o'clock.
Those always go a little longer than an hour.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, because usually an ASAT's no problem with that. Usually 30, 40 tops, we're in and out. Yeah, ASAT rules, probably can't do it at 9 if I'm doing something at 10. All right.
Right.
So my bad about that.
Very good.
Yeah, Ricochet, pretty surprising, because, I mean, since, at least in the last couple of months, it seems like they kind of have finally found something for him. You know what I mean? When he's been lost in the shuffle before, of course, there's the offer Twitter stuff with the speed title. Not that that's even acknowledged on the main shows.
Right.
But at least on TV, while he has been kind of losing Braun Breaker, he's still been kind of in the shuffle. Really good match with Dragunov, which they had definitely teased the rematch, which we probably won't get to now. So interesting stuff. I know people have rumored hey man, who had great matches with Ricochet a few years ago? Ospreay. So that could be a future Ospreay opponent here. I've heard rumors to get as early as maybe sometime in July. And it's not a 90-day thing. It is, contract's over. He can pop in the next day. If his contract ends on a Tuesday, he can do that very next Dynamite kind of thing. And I heard maybe July. So, we'll see. I mean, I think he's a great wrestler. I mean, obviously, already in the past, has done stuff in New Japan. So, he could strive there. He could strive definitely in TNA if he wanted. Or, if AEW gives him a shot. So, I think he's talented. I've been a fan for a while. Maybe he's just kind of at that point where he's like, all right, this hasn't totally worked out. Let's see what else I can do.
For sure.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping he'd be the next challenger for the IC title, because I think whoever comes out of that as the winner. I won't spoil who I'm predicting.
Could have been a really dope feud.
Well, I guess JPO is going to spoil who he's predicting.
No. Well, him and Sammy would have been kind of weird, is all I'm saying. If you're going that,
well, Ricochet is a face and Chad Gable's a heel, so that would make more sense.
Well,
that's what I meant. If you're saying for him for the AC title, I was kind of predicting what you were going to predict, because I don't think him and Sammy would have made much sense as a feud. But him and Chad would have been a dope feud.
MVP, just quickly, MVP said recently that he actually wanted Ricochet in the Hurt Business, but he wanted Ricochet and Cedric. And then the company was like, "You can't have both," so they went with Cedric because they felt like he needed more momentum. So, that would be an interesting alternate universe if he turned heel and was joining the business.
That would have been interesting, but okay. And then we were just gonna real quick because it's pretty noteworthy. NXT Battleground. It was a decent card. I enjoyed pretty much every match here, but obviously I think the highlight and the big talking point was the Roxanne Perez Jordan Grace match. Decent match. I was a little surprised to see Dana Brooke or Ash by Elegance come out and make an appearance during the match with Richie.
You mean Dana Brooke?
The commentator Dana. kind of. I'm pretty sure he almost said AEW when Ethan Page debuted too. Wasn't he in
Oh no,
AEW?
they
He was like,
totally. Hey, hold on. Like, yeah, no, they definitely are skirting those fun jokes. In fact, again, not to jump ahead, they had a really fun NXT moment on Tuesday where it's Cody looking at Ethan, looking at Brian Pillman Jr., looking at Sean Spears, like,
yeah, that was a cool
I
moment.
think, and then Cody goes, "I think you're in a good place," and leaves. So they don't mind doing jokes like that now. So
Yeah.
and then the photo backstage was the Spider-Man, photo.
Yeah.
So
Hey, we can. Hey, yay for administration that doesn't mind at least acknowledging that other
Yeah.
wrestling exists
No.
outside of WWE. It's fine.
it's funny
I mean,
because you got, of course, Forbidden Door coming up. Let's call this like the Forbidden Gate. Like we got, it looks like we're doing.
Well,
TNA
I mean,
versus
Jordan
AEW.
Grace was saying she would love to see a WWE TNA like sort of a Worlds Collide sort of a thing, or whatever you
Forbidden
want to
Gate.
call it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Forbidden Gate, Worlds Collide, whatever you want to call it. But like,
Yeah.
like having a crossover show, maybe it's more potential now than ever. Maybe it could be in the future.
Again, I don't want to kill what's going to happen, but like, are you about to talk about the Battle Royal? Is that in your notes?
Yes. Yeah. I was. Yeah. I just wanted to touch on Battleground because
Sorry, we got jumping ahead.
Yeah, no,
No,
you're good. You're good. Yeah, because this was the first like NXT like takeover, even though they don't call them takeovers anymore, but like the takeover style event that I've watched in a while live, and it was good. Like if this is the product that they're putting out, like I might watch them some more because the ladder match was really good to crown the first women's North American champion. Kaylani Jordan won that. It was a really good match. I think everyone involved did pretty good. Nathan Fraser and Axiom defeated the OC to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. It's weird seeing the OC on NXT, but I dig it at the same time. The NXT Underground match between Lola Vice and Shayna Baszler was actually really good. Like I enjoyed that so much. Obafemi defeated Wesley and Joe Coffey in a triple threat match. That one was pretty decent.
Obafemi's a freak.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I want to see him keep that title until he goes to the main roster, and then Sean's like, "Hey, you can't have that title anymore. Give it back." Don't even like. I want to see him. I want to see him go on a run with this thing.
Ass, no.
They did that to Solo.
What was that, JPO?
I don't like that. No, I want people to lose titles. I'm just vacate the title for no reason. Boo.
No, it's not for no reason. It's because he's not in NXT anymore. That's the reason. There is a reason. And then, of course, Roxanne Perez defeated Jordan Grace. There was a moment where I thought Jordan Grace was going to win. I was like, oh, are they going to do it? So it was pretty cool. And then, Trick Williams defeated Ethan Page to retain the NXT Championship. Decent match. I almost would have switched those two. Like, I know you usually your main championship goes on last, but I feel like Roxanne and Jordan could have been big enough to have that main event slot.
I will say, to play predictor, future guy here, I don't think this is the last time I'm going to see them. So I think maybe next time, because I think we could even see like a title for title thing. Like
I think so. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm curious to see.
It is a big enough name to where, like, it's still. I definitely wouldn't mind like if they had done that, but like at the same time, I also get why they didn't, because Ethan Page is big enough.
Right. So. Yeah. No. Now I'm curious to see who answers Jordan Grace's open challenge. Is it going to be an NXT girl? Is it going to be another? Is it just going to be an Impact? I don't know. I'm very curious. It's making me almost want to watch the show, but at the same time,
once again, I'll throw this out there. This is one of the cheap ones. This is literally $5 on YouTube, $10 on their app. You can watch it.
Yeah,
like $5 really. Because actually, their YouTube's an easier platform. Plus, if you have YouTube downloaded on your whatever, you don't even have to download a new app. So just throwing that out there.
Oh, it's very tempting. But
Richie, live stream, Jacob, I'll drop the link. You want to watch it again?
Oh, it's very tempting. But JPO, Richie, did either of you watch Battleground? Do you want to give your quick thoughts?
Yeah. The only two things I would mention, obviously the match tonight was Jordan Grace, Roxanne Perez match. They're great. I think Roxanne Perez has a great future, obviously, in being the company. I think she'll be one of the future, the big stars going forward. I was surprised. I don't mind Kalani Jordan, but surprised she was on that one. I I thought maybe Fallon Henley or someone like that was going to win the belt. I don't know. I thought she's sort of more further along as a performer at the moment. But I'm looking curious to see where it goes. But yeah, and maybe with the open challenge that is coming up against all odds, I could see it being like something like they've teased like Tatum Paxley could be something.
That's
I feel like if it was just someone from TNA, that'd be a bit disappointing. So I think it is probably going to be someone from NXT. So I could see it being Tatum Paxley. But yeah, it's a really good show. I don't know. I think I don't know how often they're going to do in the. I don't know if they're going to do in the Apex next year. I think there was I didn't read fully into it, but some of the wrestlers were complaining about the layout of the venue or something. I don't know. There was some issue there, but it was a really good show, and it's got a different feel to it. And I think NXT is one of the better shows on TV at the moment. I think that Shawn Michaels is doing a really good job, and it's intriguing. So,
Yeah, JPO, do you have thoughts on Battleground? He's got one
I do,
thought.
yeah. No, nothing too much major answer. No, I was trying to find my Kalani Jordan photo, but I couldn't. Anyway, the two Jordans didn't meet up one time. We talked.
Yes.
No, I thought it was a nice side show. One weird kind of side note I'll make is my one greedy complaint used to be, oh man, these takeovers are too quick. They only do 5-6 matches. This had more matches than a WWE pay-per-view because they had 6. They're actually outdoing WWE now. So I thought that's weird that we've now done the opposite now, where NXT is actually the more packed show. No, that everything ran kind of smoothly here. That Kalani Jordan, and they even kind of mentioned it on Tuesday. She's sprinting up that motherfucker. This is not one of those classic rung at a time. She was like, oh, it's my turn. She was looking for a record. I was slightly surprised by her too, but no, I'm happy to see her happy. She's done pretty good. I'm surprised there wasn't any more title changes. I thought maybe the Good Brothers would get it. Nope. I thought maybe them, but nah, Trick's kind of too early in his stuff here. But at least he had a nice main event push at first. So yeah, this was a fun event. I thought the crowd wasn't almost as hot as they were in their normal place, because they were in kind of this UFC outside of the normal scope, but they were pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed this event.
Malcolm thanks for teasing a
Joe
Joe Hendry,
by the way.
Hendry,
Yeah.
Say some of his quotes that he says and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
I did pick up on that. Say her name or say his name, and it could be a thing, because that is a weird way to phrase it. And I know Cultaholic interviewed Hendry about the possibilities, and he even sold it I'd be down. My boss is telling me to do it. Cool,
Maybe he wins the Battle Royal next week.
Well, yeah. So
he was also asking if they will include maybe some other former WWE people, in that.
I think it's rumored that
a few NXT people or a few TNA.
Yeah, I think it's rumored, and I could just be totally buying into fake news. I think I saw somebody rumor that broken Matt Hardy might be part of the.
Really?
That goes into what I was mentioning before, is that Jeff Hardy might be leaving the AEW because his contract's running out, so he might be joining TNA. He could do it.
So they mentioned next week on NXT they mentioned there's gonna be a battle royal to determine the next opponent for Trick Williams and Heatwave. And by the way, there'll be some people and people from other locker rooms you may not know. So kind of leave it like that. So very much hitting that. Maybe some TNA guys will be in there, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hendry,
Hendry. Yeah, hopefully he means TNA and not just some people from Raw or SmackDown that need something to do on a Tuesday.
I assume when he said people you don't know, that means.
Just people who have never, people have not appeared on WWE before.
Otherwise, that's a bit of a neg to your roster. People you don't know. You haven't seen this person.
You've never seen this person. Yeah, you've never seen Matt Hardy before. But it could be cool. NXT is kind of the perfect place to do stuff like that. That's true.
No, I mean, I love it. I think it's an exciting time. Yeah.
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 Possibilities.
Io Sky is a. Oh, she's. I gotta look this up so I don't butcher it. So she's.
Yeah.
I got. Oh, hey, bye. Right.
His internet was being goofy, so he might just drop for a second. Jump back in.
Io Sky on June 11th. Tommy defeated blah blah blah. I'm not gonna butcher their names. I'm sorry. And then after the victory, Haya Shishita was then greeted by Io Sky. So Io Sky is going to also go to another company, and
because this guy's named Rossi. He used to run Shimmer, and he got ousted out or something because he was wanting to start his own promotion and work at WWE. So basically, I think some of these people, I think he's instrumental in getting. He's instrumental in fostering the deal between Julia and WWE. So that's why Julia is coming in. So yeah, a lot of like these people from like who used to perform from Stardom or even the wrestlers can work for his promotion. I can't remember what his promotion's called, but it's a new promotion. Yeah, he's sort of I think he's a controversial dude. There's a lot of like people that love him or don't like him. And if you've look up like Kenny Omega quotes on him, and he had some choice words to say about him on his stream recently. So yeah, that's Rossi Ogawa or something. I'm butchering the name, but it's part of another sort of deal within companies that WWE has made.
Also, The Rock, I guess, suffered some kind of elbow injury on the set of the movie he's doing, the biopic. I mean, people are saying that may or may not affect if he was going to make some kind of SummerSlam appearance or match. So, they may have to pivot on something for that. I don't know if he was officially or not, but we didn't know. But that could affect it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I would be surprised if he didn't make some sort of a SummerSlam appearance. Just keep the feud going with Cody or whatever, or not feud, but like storyline.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to wrestle. Like he could still show up and just do something, or still cut some promos, that sort of thing. Even with the thing, just not actually wrestle.
So that's a bummer. Hopefully that doesn't like delay anything with the movie too, because I'm pretty excited to see The Rock in an A24 movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be interesting.
It's a while I felt like Rock was picking interesting roles, and then I felt like he just was like, all right, fuck, I'm the good old straightforward action guy. So I hope he's back in roles.
Back when he was doing like stuff like Snitch, or even Gridiron Gang to a degree, just some more different types of things. Yeah. Not just a big action movie, something or other.
Where he just wears a different shade of gray T-shirt every single time.
There was somebody posted like a meme thing. It was like a 4-corner thing, and it was like these screenshots are all from different movies, and it was him wearing the same thing. It was just like a white shirt with something or whatever, and they're like, I swear these are all from different movies.
Just a different shade of dirty in every single one.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
There's some funny con quote that would be that I was trying to get up, but yeah, don't worry. If we don't have to, if I find it, I'll talk about it later. But don't worry. Yeah, I'll bring it up. But yeah, you can move on.
I was gonna say we were probably it wasn't a huge newsworthy week if we want to jump into Clash at the Castle, unless anybody has anything else pressing. So,
apparently Jeff Hardy. Yeah, Jeff Hardy's debuting at TNA. Jeff Hardy's debuting at the TNA tapings this week, apparently. So that's pretty quick.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. See what happens.
That is quick.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to jump into some Clash at the Castle predictions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, we got I think we got a good card going. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for the show. I don't know what time it is. going to be on for me personally, but
Yeah, I'd have to look up and see where the actual start time too.
Graphic.
Yeah.
This is
2
10:30
p.m.
a.m.
I don't know. The main graphics is 2 p.m., but we'll see. We can look at it more specifically.
Well, you're also I think so. For me, I think that might be the pre-show. So the main show would start at 11, which would be 2 p.m.
Yeah.
your time. So yeah, that checks out. 11 a.m. That's not too bad.
All right.
So
Is this ready to share, JPO? I don't want to spoil it or make sure you're on the right page.
Go for it.
All right, cool. Sounds good. There you go. Well, take it away, JPO. You're the prediction man. Get us going here. What do you got?
Alrighty, yeah. So when did I save these? 30 seconds ago. So we got the World Heavyweight title on the line here. Damian Priest rocking some good hair there. Both of these men, good luxurious hair. I'll get Drew McIntyre. They are live in Scotland. Barber, what you thinking? Is the homeboy going to get it, or are we going to see Judgment Day continue to reign?
you know, hold on. I'm still unsure. I didn't know we were going to start with this one. I wanted some more time to think about it because it's like
That
Judgment.
happens?
Yeah, because Judgment Day is banned from ringside or whatever. It feels like almost too much is going in Drew McIntyre's favor. That I think something is going to happen that might spoil his hometown victory. I'm going with Damian Priest.
All right.
I know the struggle. I'm kind of there with you, Richie. Are you struggling, or you think you're a little more sure?
I don't think it's. I look. Sometimes the obvious choice is the obvious. It is the right choice. So, in this case, I think Drew is just winning it. So I'm going Drew. I think, I think Damian's stock has risen since, obviously, since winning the title. I love Damian Priest. I think a babyface turns in his future. I think obviously they're going to do the feud with Finn Balor, or maybe they'll do a feud with Dominic. I don't know. That was quite funny when he snatched the Liv Morgan's hotel key. But yeah, I think I just think that the way to go now is Drew McIntyre being the champion, and I'm not sure of CM Punk's timeline, but it can't be that far away. So I just think that's a money matchup here, and you give Drew McIntyre his moment. So I'm going Drew.
We're split. Pez, whose side are you on?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, maybe it seems given the setting of where it's gonna go, maybe slightly obvious. I could see the other way. That people talk about with CM Punk somehow getting involved and costing Drew something, but at the same time, I think the temptation to have Drew just finally get a really big World Heavyweight title win. He's had two already that were one in front of no audience, and then the other one, that lasted 4 minutes. I think it's finally time for him to have a definitive big win, get that pop, get his moment, and then you could start building to the CM Punk thing in other ways, because you could have Punk reacting to that. You could have him kind of throwing the title around and kind of bragging about it. You could have Punk get involved in some kind of match at Money in the Bank, not to cost him the title, but to start getting involved, to start getting that lined up maybe for a SummerSlam thing. So I just think the temptation is too there, and I think Drew deserves to have a really, really big definitive win in front of, and where better than in front of a home country situation. So I'm going to take Drew.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a thinker here, but I'm going to go with the majority here. I'm going with Drew McIntyre walking away with the title here. I think, like Pat said, set up the fact that this is a guy that has busted his ass. And yeah, unfortunately, his first reign was in front of nobody. His second reign was kind of a storyline transition, where he gets screwed a little bit. So where else is he going to really get his flowers, if you will? I think CM Punk used to say that thing a lot. Then other than here, then in Scotland, huge applause it'll be. I think if Priest wins, unlike Roman thing, it's going to really be like, cool, kind of a downer. And also to plan ahead, isn't the winner of this fighting Gunther?
At SummerSlam?
Whoever the World Heavyweight Champion is going into SummerSlam.
So while Gunther and Priest might be kind of cool, I think we might all also agree that Gunther and Drew for the world title sounds pretty damn dope. So
Yeah, but I don't want
planning
Gunther to
over that
lose.
well, no, I mean, and that's the thing. I think maybe if you can include Punk then at SummerSlam, or I don't know, we'll see. But or Punk stay Punk for the title match instead of screwing him at Clash of the Castle, just save it for a nice juicy title match. So yeah, I'm gonna go Drew here. So we got a little bit of faith that Judgment Day reigns supreme, but the majority say Drew. Look at this. Nice.
Look at that scowl. Mean face.
She's lost her last singles match in the Queen of the Ring tournament, but she's getting a title shot, which is a big storyline for a lot of these people getting. I know. Well,
apparently
it's not
all
as
she
bad
had
as
to do was ask.
It's a Dawn. Right. Yeah, fuck wins. Richie, who you got?
Look, I don't mind that as much because they don't, and WWE doesn't have rankings, so like whatever. They're telling you that things matter. Yeah, look, I think the big match that they're building up to is obviously Bailey and Nia, and that's a bit more of a thinker here. That'd be a bit more of a who's going to win that. This is just to get like Piper Niven a marquee match in her home country. I feel bad for Bailey because they're going to boo her when she wins, but Bailey wins this one.
Yeah, this is one where you can have the hometown person and they don't win the situation, but they still get the thing. To me, this is very, very similar to the Zelina Vega Backlash in Puerto Rico, thing where like she's obviously just getting the shot because of the background. So, and that's fine for what it is. It's not a major pay-per-view and whatnot, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, Bailey is walking out of Scotland with the title.
You know what's funny is actually thinking about now this and then the Drew match makes me more confident that Drew will win, because how sad it will be if both hometown people couldn't lose.
Right. I don't think they'll do that. Like, you just can't. Yeah, it's just too much.
Like, the win's going to get sucked a little bit, and when one loses, the win's going to really suck if both loses. So, yeah, no, I mean, you said exactly what I was going to say, Pez, which was this is very much reminiscence of Zelina Vega. And that's not a personal knock on them. I like both of them, and I really like Piper. I would love to see her hold the title down the line. But just as far as booking-wise, it very much feels like, oh, shit, where are we? Okay, cool. Who's from there? Cool, put him in the match. Because, again, like, her last major singles was losing to Jade in the tournament. And, like, she had a tag win in the middle here. But it might be a good match here. Hopefully they kind of see something in Piper and maybe do it again sometime down the line. And also, as Richie said, too, this is definitely kind of in the middle of a Bailey-Nia feud. So, Bailey and Piper would actually be also kind of a dope match, too. So I don't hate maybe that swerve. But I do think Bailey's going to walk away with the title. Jacob, you disagreed with us last time. Do it again.
No. Bailey.
All right.
Well, love to Piper, but hey, we all want Bailey.
Hey, we want some.
We got the IC title on the line. We got Sami Zayn defending against Otis. Chad Gable. Otis probably be there though. Pez, what you think?
Yeah, this one might actually be the hardest one out of the card to predict, actually, because again, I know we were split even on the last pay-per-view on who would take that title. Some of us are saying Chad, some of us saying Sammy. Again, you get the rematch here. I think it could be kind of a similar situation where Otis gets involved somehow. Obviously, last time he accidentally hit Gable, allowing Sammy to get the win. I think maybe this time they'll either do the opposite of that and have him go to hit Gable, but he hits Sammy instead, allowing Gable to get the win. Or if they finally pull the trigger on the Creed brothers, kind of taking over the Alpha Academy thing and having them get the assist. But in either case, I'm going to say that they actually flip it and have Gable win the title here in Scotland. So I'm going to say another title change.
No, I'm definitely with you on pretty much every level here of, is there a chance? Absolutely. But I'm going to say Gable. I just think that it's the more interesting pick there on all levels here. I mean, you could, of course, have the Otis change happen at the show, and that kind of screws over Gable. Sammy continues with the title. That's fine. Like, I love Sammy, but Sammy doesn't necessarily need it. I think to a degree, the guy that kind of needs it is Chad. I think he's fantastic. I think this would be his first major singles title. He's really starting to get that heat. Like, let's go for it now. You know what I mean? And like you said, we can still have we have so much more story to tell, at least off the top of the dome with Chad, because then you can finally have Otis turn on him, make that a title match, then maybe throw the Creeds in. You know what I mean? Where it's just, if Chad loses, it's like, oh, okay. So I want my boy Chad to get it. I love Sammy to death, but I want Chad to get it. Jacob, what you thinking?
Yeah, it's like, where does Chad go from here if he loses? Like, what? I don't think he's as interesting going forward without the title. I think he kind of needs this. Sammy, he had his nice moment at WrestleMania again. He's had a pretty decent run. He's had some really good defenses. But you know what? Sure, he may have ended the longest reigning Intercontinental Championship reign, but he doesn't have to go on a lengthy run himself. He's done his thing. It's Chad's time. Because does Chad versus Otis really intrigue anyone that much? Like, yeah, it'll be fun, it'll be fine, but like a heel Chad Gable as Intercontinental Champion is much more entertaining in my opinion. So, and Sammy will just bounce back and have another WrestleMania moment next year anyway.
Well, Brian thinks he could even qualify for Money in the Bank and still be around that match or something. And
or he'll just challenge for the title because you can lose and then challenge for a title.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with Gable.
In a way, again, we're jumping ahead here, but Gunther can wins it. Gunther and Sammy again now for the world title. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, by the way, I'll have to disagree with Malcolm, though. I think if Chad were to get it, I don't think the turn would happen then. You want to have Chad have his moment and then save that for like a Raw moment here. If Otis turns, it's going to be to help Sammy retain. Richie was thinking.
Yeah, I think if Chad loses here, he hasn't re-signed with the company. That's another thing. There's a contract thing going on too. So I think if Chad loses, he's gone. I speculate that because they've gone through this match because he's re-signed, and that they see a lot that Triple H finally sees the good in him, and then he's not going to be the days of Shorty G well behind us, and that he's finally being perceived as a top tier talent, and he's going to win the Intercontinental title here. I think he's going to be a really good champion. And so I see Chad winning, but I don't know by what means. But I just see Chad winning here and then having a decent reign here. I don't know whether Chad and Otis is like a pay-per-view feud, but I could see them having a bit of a sort of a small feud here. But it'd be kind of cool. But Chad.
All right, I believe it's a clean sweep for Chad.
I said it was going to be one of the harder ones to predict, and we all clean sweeped it. So I guess I'm wrong.
Well, I think we all agree that there is an era of possibility for sure, but we're all maybe also kind of hoping and thinking like the money and the juice is in Chad.
Yeah, right. Totally.
What? Okay. Triple threat women's tag title match here: Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Would anyone like to guess the last time Alba and Isla got a TV win?
Oh, jeez, I'm sure it's a while.
It's a SmackDown win.
Oh, it is. Okay.
2023.
You're right. May of 2023. It has been over a year since these two have won on television here. If you don't count Main Event that's on Hulu or whatever you find Main Event on. And they were also, which I thought was really weird booking. Sorry to go on a small tangent here. They also jobbed him in almost a squash. In 2.5 minutes, Shannon and Zoe beat him. Why are they in this match? Well, we all said the same thing for Piper. So, just saying, you could have given him a win. The two teams shouldn't have even fought each other. They should have just look strong into this. So I don't know. Is anybody is
anybody not voting for Jade? Yeah, is this a tournament fight situation? Anybody not going with Bianca and Jade? Yeah.
Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are in this match because they're Scottish.
And then even try to fake it. Like, give them a win, goddammit. Like, they're chumps
Yeah, I
so
know.
far. Again, not based on talent, just based on your booking.
But also, like that's a match where like you did Alba Fire and Ida Dawn versus Shayna and Zoe. Like you don't want either people to win going into that match. Just have Alba Fire and Ida Dawn versus, I don't know, 2 other people you could beat.
Yeah, no, that's literally what I was just saying. That's what I was saying. Like that match on Raw was kind of weird because when whoever won made the other team look weak, and they didn't even give them the match time. So Alba and Isla lost in less than 2.5 or about 2.5 minutes. You know, so it's like, what?
Why couldn't they beat Kaden and Katana?
Kaden Katana, some local girls, whatever. There's plenty of options. But yeah.
No.
Also, kind of weird to have. I thought it was also weird that Shayna lost their NXT match. That she's about to go into a main, pay-per-view title match.
Yeah, I don't see Bianca, and I don't even know who the tag team will be that beats Bianca and Jade. To be honest, maybe it's a situation where they don't get pinned, but I don't see them losing here.
I mean, I do think we're gonna probably, the way I've always predicted it is I predicted the Jade drop down. You know what I mean? Bianca goes for the tag, and finally Jade's like, "Nah, I'm good, peace." You know what I mean? So I think it could technically be any team. Like it could be Shane and Zoe. I just don't see it being the Saturday. Is anyone else against?
No, it's going to be Bianca and Jade, and the team that's going to beat them is Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Eventually,
Chelsea Green.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Pez, any notes?
No. That's it. Nope.
Hold on.
I honestly, the two on the right there, I didn't even know who they are. I don't know who that is. So no chance.
Oh, I mean, why would you? If you want to play their last year of TV game, I can do that real quickly. So they lose to Ronda and Shayna in June of last year. They're off TV until January. Not injured. They're doing house shows those entire 6 months just off TV. Isla's so unimportant right now that she wasn't even in the Rumble. Anyone remember that? She came out with Alba, and like even backstage, she was like, "Where's my number?" And they were like, "No, you don't get one. Fuck off." Naomi beat Alba in a singles match. They were in a battle royal, and then 4 episodes of main event, and then they lost in 2.5 minutes. That's your entire history of that.
Malcolm thinks there's a slight chance, and he thinks it's going to be Bianca and Jade at SummerSlam. My thing is, I think it's too early for that to pull the trigger on.
I
Bianca.
think it's too early.
I think you that for me. Yeah,
way too early. Way too early for that.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying is I could see a Shayna and a Zoe taking it. I don't see it Saturday.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
No. I feel bad for Alba too, because she was the longest reigning NXT UK women's champion. She held it for 2 years.
She's good, and like they got a cool look, like and everything. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Chad Gable.
Hey, get back here. All right. Shut up. And your WWE titles on the line. We got a rematch between Cody and AJ Styles. This time, no, an I Quit match. Jacob, any chance we're seeing AJ make Cody quit?
No. Cody's, like I said, I think I said this for the last premium live event. I don't think we're going to even think about Cody losing the title until it's WrestleMania season. So yeah, I think Cody's walking out of here. He's not saying I quit. Also, how come in an I quit match you can tell your opponent to say I quit, but like you said the words I quit and you don't lose the match? Like I never understood that. All you have to do is say the word I quit.
And then say it?
Maybe. I don't know. I always thought that would be a fun way to like end an I quit match too. It's like, oh, wait, you said it. All right.
Cool. I win. All right. Richie, any chance Joe Henley appears and who's your winner? Also, you have some food there.
I know. I'm a messy boy.
Slappy boy.
But yeah, I feel like yeah, thank you. Yeah, ship it over to Australia. So yeah, thank you. But
will Richie be able to wipe his face? Tune in next week to the Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast.
Dum dum. Well, yeah. I just don't understand. I just don't see. AJ winning, because usually I quit matches. Like it's like heels don't usually go over. I think it was a unique way for like that Finn Balor beat Edge the last time I like saw I quit. That was kind of cool, but usually it's just the babyface. The plucky babyface doesn't usually quit. So, and I'm feeling maybe I don't know. I'm feeling maybe AJ is sort of like maybe wrapping up. Sort of wrapping up his career soon. I guess I don't know if he's going to become an agent or whatever, but yeah, it's certainly. I mean, they totally did the whole Mark Henry thing again. So I don't know if I mean it's coming soon. So, but yeah, I don't see AJ winning this match, even though he looks very intimidating in that poster. Look at his hair.
I have a question for you guys who watch their weekly shows like Richie and JPO. I saw the segment where he did the fake retirement thing, he did the Mark Henry thing, right? And then I saw him attack him. But like, what was the follow up to him actually getting the title match again? Because didn't they have the thing where Nick Aldis said, "No, you go to the back of the line because you lost your title match. Like, you don't get another shot. Like, you got to earn it."
Cody being like, "Too bad. Now I'm angry and I want him." And Nick Aldis like, "All right."
Oh, him just being like, "No, I want to get him back in the ring again." Yeah, because I
I don't think it was like thoroughly explained, but like, because Richie, I know.
Yeah, and Cody was like, "I'm gonna make you say I quit," and Nick Aldis was like,
"Okay,
yeah, that makes sense."
All right,
sure.
I'm a face general manager.
Yeah. Well, cool. I still say Cody's walking out with the title out of Scotland. So yeah, somebody's gonna retain their title tonight, their singles title, and it's gonna be Cody. Yeah, he ain't even thinking about dropping this thing for a while. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad AJ's again getting some spotlight time because he's still got it. He's still a great worker. He's in amazing shape. Obviously, I'm sure the match again will be good, like the other one was. I'm sure the crowd will be good. But yeah, still, I'm going to be saying that for a while. I'm not betting against Cody for a while, much like for a while I was not betting against Roman Reigns. So yeah, that's just not happening. But JPO, what do you think? You disagree with us, or are you with us?
I should just for fun, but no.
Yeah,
I would love to sit here and go, AJ's. There's a chance AJ has it. Yeah, unless The Rock was back and they just didn't want to be a title match, you're not going to do it. This is unfortunately again another. All right, we got another pay-per-view. What can we do? AJ again? Yeah, sure, that'll be cool. You know what I mean? Like, we know that's a big enough match. We know it will sell enough, and I like the I Quit stipulation. I had potential for it to be a really good match, but yeah, it's just kind of like Logan Paul, and even the first AJ match, it's to me a pretty solid and shut case. Where it sounds like the man with this kind of tattoo right here will win.
Mm-hmm. All right, so do we do some extra predictions for some tiebreakers? Because it seems like we're on our way to having that, unless
Priest wins.
I know if Priest wins, he'll take the whole thing by default. But other than that, yeah, we've all got ones. Do we do our openers and maybe even our closers? I feel like the main event could even be maybe I don't know which world title match is going to close it potentially.
Yeah, no, I mean I said we go ahead and do that, just lock it in. Yeah, sure.
Sure. So,
yeah. Jacob. So, do you want to just do both? Jacob, what do you think is going to open and shut?
Yeah.
To open, I will go with. Actually, to open, I'm going to go Priest and Drew, and then to close, I'll go Cody and AJ. Bookended with the world titles.
Okay.
Richie, what you thinking? We all agree on opening and closing.
To open, I'll go. I'll actually go. To open, I'm going to go Bailey and Piper Niven, and to close, I'm going to go Drew and Drew and Priest.
Damn, Richie said exactly what I was going to say. Because I was going to say Bailey and Piper, just so Piper, get the hometown pop to open the show. Just to be different, I'll say the Jade and Bianca, the tag team gimmick. I'll say that, and then I'll say Drew closes.
Yeah. All these working out, Jacob. I will say IC title first and Drew last.
Okay. All right. So we at least have all different openers, then that's fine. All right, so that works. Cool, I'm fine with that because I still got another pick coming up later in the month anyway. So if I lose, it's no big deal. I still got my shit out there.
I
If
got
somebody
one
else wins,
next week, so.
exactly. So if somebody wins, that's totally fine. So we'll mix it up a little bit. All
Maybe
right.
Richie will win for the first time in like a.
Yeah, no. If that's
Oh,
Alright,
JP,
TJ
I
gets
guess
the odds Friday. Who's in Matt Hardy? Jacob, what do you think?
why is there every
Moose.
time we always do one of these, there's always
It's always a
TNA
TNA one to follow.
It's always a TNA one tooling around
They're
at the same
busy
weekend.
boys.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
Look at
that's
the
fine.
real
Moose.
quick.
Broken. What's
broken-
broken rules? What does that mean?
That's some wacky Matt Hardy shenanigans. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
There's
Open
no DQ
challenge,
match with Matt Hardy.
Grace's open challenge. Hey, look at that! Both Nemeth brothers. Nick's teamed up with his brother Ryan. Challenge for the tag titles against the System, which is Brian Myers, aka Kurt Hawkins, Eddie Edwards, Mustafa Ali defending the X Division title against Trent Seven. That could be match of the night.
Ooh.
Mike Santana, formerly of Santana and Ortiz, and teaming with Steve Macklin, took on the Raskers, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. Joe Henley, aka Joe Hendry, will take on Frankie Kazarian. I guess I missed this. I don't know why Ace Steel is with Joe Hendry. Did I not watch last week? Anywho, I'm confused.
That's a
Josh Alexander.
I'm gonna go with Joe
right,
Henry.
Richie? I don't. Josh
I
Alexander.
don't remember, but yeah, I haven't been watching week to week necessarily. So
I thought I did, but I don't know. I didn't see the night. Maybe it's the thing from the night. Josh Alexander, Eric Young versus ABC with Chris Bay and Ace Austin. PCO versus Rich Swann with Top Dollar by his side. Sammy Callahan versus John Gresham, who's now a full-on octopus. And the knockout tag titles, Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich against the Hex, which is Marty Bell and Allison Kay. It seems like a lot of matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 10-match card.
Double clash. It's a double.
Yeah, they got twice as many as Clash. So if you want more wrestling, go watch the TNA show. Yeah.
Okay, so the first two are pre-shows. Sammy and Gresham and the women's tag are pre-shows, it looks like. If you look at the timestamps, they're 7:30, not 8. So yeah, that's TNA. Like I said, that's pretty good. Like I said, $5 or $10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now it's time for me to share something because just to get out of the way, I know it's again this draft we're about to do is not as important per se, from we're gonna be fighting over the best of the best or whatever, but we still have to do it as a
it's tradition. You got it.
We have to
break
spin
tradition
the wheel and see what the actual order is going to be for the snake draft. So let me shuffle this bad boy up, close this stupid ad, and let's spin this bad boy and see what we got.
Wheel of morality, turn.
Ooh, hey, Ricky, for once you got spun first. Good job. All right, so what do you want?
number one.
Numero uno, Mr. Richie.
I want to go third.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, shuffle it up again. And why is it not shuffling? Shuffle. There we go. I hit the shuffle, it doesn't want to do anything. We'll get there. Oh, it got there. JPO. It got there, just barely. All right.
I'll book it, but before.
Bookend number 4. All right. I figured you would do that. Those are the popular answers. All right. Just me and you, Jacob, fighting over semantics.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
I guess I'll just take number 2 by default, and you got number 3.
Like I said, I wanted third.
I know. Yeah. All right. There we go. So we will have.
I don't think anyone's taking my first pick.
All right, so we've got, let me shuffle it around to reflect the order. So Richie at number 1, me at number 2, JPO 4, Jacob 3. And it's going to look exactly how it looks on screen right here for the snake draft. So we will start with Richie, make a pick. We go to me, then Jacob. JPO will then get a double pick as we book it back the other way and do that. But yeah, this is the I decided to dub it the WrestleCrap draft. So what you're going to do is 20 picks as we usually do, but it's going to be almost the complete opposite of any other draft we do. And even the one we're going to do next week, Jacob, that you wanted to swing back to, we're picking, fighting over the good stuff. This one, we're going to be fighting over the bad stuff. I want you to draft the absolute worst possible roster you can possibly draft. And my only criteria was they had to have at least had a official match or have held an official title. Because I actually wanted to add that. So if you want to go draft somebody goofy that got the 24/7 title, the hardcore title, or whatever, you know what? It counts. because that's an official match, an official win. So anything within those criteria, as long as it was an official match, an official setting, not somebody that just made an appearance and was terrible in appearance or took a bad move or whatever, some guest host of Raw that didn't actually have a match, nothing like that. It just had to be something official. But it could only be, even if it was one time, I don't care if it was one time they stepped in the ring and stunk up the joint, as long as it's something we can see and there's footage of and whatnot. That's my only criteria. Other than that, have fun. So some of these people that we're going to draft tonight, it's about the only time they're ever going to get drafted for anything. So congratulations to anybody who gets drafted tonight. You're being a prestigious crowd. So that's kind of how it's going to work. So draft the worst roster you can. And the next week, I want to hear what kind of wonderful Heroes of Wrestling type card you can put together and make the stinkiest pay-per-view you could ever put together. So let's do it, guys. So what do you say? Is everybody ready to go and have a little fun?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Well, Richie, you have the honors. Kick us off, sir. What you got?
Well, my nickname might give it away. I'm from Survivor to the Brink. Give me Jenna Maraska.
Hey, the only time she'll ever get drafted first. There you go. No, I figured that when I came up with this concept, I'm like, who's going to get Jenna Maraska? I bet she goes in the first round. That's the only time she would ever do that. But you wanted her, you got her. So there you go. All right, now let me cut her off my notes here because I had her pretty high up. I'll say that. All right. Well, you got Jenna Maraska. You got it. I'm going to get maybe the worst big man in the history of big man. Give me that Giant Gonzalez, baby. Give me that Giant Gonzalez.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I was toying between Jenna Maraska and Giant Gonzalez.
I know.
Fuck.
I know. It's where we're like, oh, damn, I didn't get that horrible wrestler. Oh, shit.
No. That was going to be my double right there. Damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? You want to put together a horrible big man match or something? Yeah, I know. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Mr. Barber, you're up next. Who's your first? Who's your top draw?
My first pick. We don't even know how bad he actually is because he really didn't do much. But I'm anticipating him being pretty horrible anyway. Give me, for my first pick, give me Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. Okay. Royal Rumble entrant Drew Carey. All right. Yeah. Celebrities count. They were in a match. I'm all about it. So, yeah, do it. All right, JPO. Well, you had to pivot a little bit from the Giant Gonzalez, but you get a double pick here. So, do what you will.
I mean, I refuse to play by these rules. I'm going to just nominate great people. World Heavyweight Champion. Give me Great Khali. I need Khali on my show.
Okay.
You got to have a 5-star.
He's finally a first-round pick.
I know. We didn't even draft him in the ECW on Sci-Fi draft, He didn't even get picked.
He fucking sucks. I'd rather pick DJ Gabriel.
Yeah.
Will he be my next pick? No. But you know who will be my next pick? Again, just picking great wrestlers. Undefeated at WrestleMania, Michael Cole. I think
Michael Cole. I know. Yeah, I figured he would go quick too. Yeah. Fighting for that worst WrestleMania match of all time spot, right? So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Michael Cole. Wrestler Michael Cole, we should say. All right. That's a good pick. It's a bad pick, but it's a good pick. You know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want him wrestling on your card, but you got him. All right, Mr. Barber, we're back to you for your second.
And for my second, maybe I don't know how many times I can draft a celebrity. We'll see how long I can keep it going. But for my second pick, give me Kevin Federline.
K-Fed. All right. Who holds a win over John Cena on Raw? He pinned John Cena, damn it. Yeah, that's right. He sure did. Yeah. I went back and
JPO's got world champions. I've got people who pinned John Cena.
All right. I know it's like there's so much garbage I could pick from. This is fun. I mean, there's so many that could go quick. But I'm gonna go with the guy we've actually reviewed in one of the pay-per-views we watched, retro pay-per-views. Chris Jericho plucked him out of obscurity. I'm getting taken Ralphus. Give me Ralphus.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah, who had several hardcore matches. It was official. We watched one of them where it was Norman and Ralphus versus Terry Funk. So, yeah, he had matches. Let's make it happen. All right. Richie, you got a two for here. What you got? What kind of garbage are you gonna pull out?
All right. I'm gonna go for a modern big man. Okay. Yeah.
I know where you're going.
He's so good that he's been taken out of matches he was marketed in. I'm going Satnam Singh.
Satnam Singh. All right. He fought Bryan Danielson on television. Yeah. Satnam Singh. No, that's a good pick. Yeah. All right. I gotta find him on my list and knock him off here. I think he was later. I added him later, but yeah, it's a good pick.
And then, you know what? I've got Jenna Maraska. I might as well have the other one. Sharmell.
There she is. All right. Are you gonna recreate, or are you gonna do something new with that?
Be more creative.
You don't know what I'm gonna do. And just because I bought both on my roster doesn't mean I'm gonna pair them up.
No, you're gonna Jenna Maraska jump in the ring with somebody new. Maybe. So, there's possibilities there. All right. It is back to me for number 3. So much good stuff to choose from. Oh man, I'm gonna follow JPO's. I'm gonna take another world champion. Give me Vince Russo, wrestler Vince Russo. All right, Mr. Barber.
Can I want to. That's why I want to ask this question first. Can I take a specific era of somebody? Like, sure, they may have improved later on. Mm-hmm. Okay, because
I think we talked about that pre-show, but I'm okay if you pick like I want this era or this character version of this person. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Let's be honest, guys. WCW champion David Arquette was not very good.
Yeah.
I'm taking David Arquette. WCW champion David Arquette. Not the guy who would improve later on, but like that.
Yeah. Okay. Indie wrestler David Arquette, not indie wrestler current David Arquette. Yes. Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm fine with that. All right. Mr. JPO, 2 picks for you, sir.
Give me Nicole Bass.
Ooh, all right. Nicole Bass. All right. Excellent.
And then let's go with anyone remember the Basham's girl, Shaniqua?
Shaniqua, yes.
Linda on my roster.
Yeah, Linda Miles. Yeah, tough enough. Yeah, there you go. I'm with it. All right, and just like that, Mr. Barber, we're back to you.
Yeah,
you're definitely heavy on the actors so far, and the celebrities and the pop stars, and the Hollywood folks. So you're gonna stray.
Yeah, I'll sort of give me Earl Hebner.
Hey, all right, I like it. Yep. No, he several matches, including versus somebody else who might get drafted later on a pay-per-view. So it definitely counts. Earl Hebner. All right. Excellent. All right. I'm surprised he lasted into the 4th round. Maybe he's just that good. But let me get my first celebrity. Give me Tonight Show Jay Leno. give me Leno. Yeah.
Hey, you guys, you here in the news?
Hey, you tell me 4th round. Come on. Yeah, I'm taking Leno. All right. Oh, let me knock off K-Fed off there because you drafted that one there. All right. Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of great stuff to choose from still. There's no shortage of garbage. So, Richie, 4th
Give me former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tyrus.
All right. Yeah. Tyrus, yay. All right. Nice. Okay.
All right. Much on the end.
Yep.
And look, again, not shit on modern day and not shit on modern day, but I have to put this person on here. Look, they're impressive in others' feats, but wrestling, no. So give me Lash Legend.
Lash Legend. All right. All right. Richie takes Tyrus and Lash Legend. It's high time I drafted a lady, and she was given a certain title, but she also had a match with Chris Canyon on Thunder, so it counts. Give me Judy Bagwell.
You know Judy be going soon.
Oh yeah, no, she had to be going soon at some point. All right. Oh, there's all kinds of crazy Thunder matches that actually happen with people that you could draft. I went back and looked up some results. So yeah, matches that made television. Mr. Barber, your fifth pick.
Yeah, maybe I'll draft an actual wrestler at some point.
You don't have to. You can have a celebrity extravaganza if you like.
Give me Nick Patrick.
I was going to do it, but I'm like, no, I knew what you were going to do. So
he's got Hebner and Patrick, the two that wrestle
the invasion match.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so Jacob's loading up with celebrities and referees. I like it. Oh, excellent. See, this is fun, isn't it? We're just like, oh yeah, remember that happened. That sucks. All right, Mr. Owens. 5 and 6. What you got?
I know what I have to do here. I have to do this with all the love in my heart. Give me the John.
Oh no!
From TNA, poor McIntosh Shane.
Hold on. He's breaking up. Hold on a second. You broke up, so hold on. Wait till you're back. Hold on.
Back?
Okay, now you're back. All right, hit us with that again. Sorry.
All right. Give me the Johnsons from TNA. McIntosh Shane, known as the Johnsons.
The Johnsons, yes. All right.
Yep. And now, you know who the Johnsons have
I know they're gonna. Yeah, hit us with it. Bring it.
Give me the Dicks.
The Dicks.
It's the Johnsons versus the Dicks. I'm just
and you can call it a sausage party madness or whatever you want to call it.
Oh my god, hell yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh
no,
my god, yes.
I saw what you were gonna throw down as soon as you got the Johnsons. Yeah.
Yes.
Dicks. All right. Oh man, what a showcase that will be if you put that on your pay-per-view. I like it. All right. We're back to you, Mr. Barber. What celebrity or referee would you like to book next?
I think I'll go with an announcer this time.
Okay.
Give me Jim Ross.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm stumbling around. Yeah.
He's gonna call his own match.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I got a perfect compliment to that pick, Jacob. Give me the garbage human being known as Ed Ferrara when he played Oklahoma, the parody of Jim Ross, and had matches, and he was just as equally bad. So, you know what? You take JR, and I'll take Oklahoma. How about that? All right. All right. Jacob got JR. I got Oklahoma. Richie, you got 6 and 7.
All right. Give me the charismatic powerhouse of the Nexus. Give me David Otunga.
I feel like you're passing over a lot of way worse people, but that's just me.
David Otunga's like.
But hey, it's your card. Do what you will.
I think AJ Styles really sucks.
You know what? I'm just not a fan of Will Ospreay, so give me Will Ospreay. I think he stinks. No.
I think he does like 3 moves.
I'm the Chris Scott of wrestling. And for the women, give me Rosa Mendes.
Okay. Rosa Mendes. All right. Boy, you guys are going to love when I start breaking down the list of where we don't draft. I did my research. The honorable mentions are going to be lengthy and fun. So I'm knocking them off as we go. But yeah. All right. It's back to me, right? Because you got David Otunga and Rosa Mendes. Man. Give me I'll I'll take an actual wrestler this time because I know we've taken kind of like people that dabbled in it. But give me Bastion Booger. He was just the shits, and it was disgusting. So yeah, yeah. All right, Mr. Barber.
I'll take an actual wrestler this time too, for once. From NXT season 2, give me Eli Cottonwood.
I knew where you're going. Hey, Jacob, do you like beards? Have you seen the promo he does about beard?
Beard's weird. No, that's something completely different.
All right, JPO, you setting up matches as you go. What else you got for us? What you can do that. You got the double picks.
Making his way in the ring. Oh shit! He just fell. It's the Shockmaster.
Okay, yeah. And for anyone wondering, he wrestled as the Shockmaster. What's his name? Fred Ottman did, but they changed his like look. He wore like a utility man, like electrical worker gimmick in the War Games. So yeah, he actually wrestled. He just didn't wear the stupid Stormtrooper helmet. Yeah. But no, it's a good pick. All right, what else you got for us?
And then let's just have two guys that can barely keep their masks on. I want the Gobbledygooker.
Okay. The first time I will say you stole my next pick.
Which, by the way, I just bought some action figures, all AEW, and the Gobbledygooker. So it was on sale, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna not pick up the Gobbledygooker."
There you go. All right, JPO got the Shockmaster and the Gobbledygooker. For anybody wondering, like Gobbledygooker didn't even wrestle. Gobbledygooker was 24/7 champion, son. So
he's in that Mania Battle Royal in 01.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that gimmick Battle Royal. Yeah, that's right too. Anybody in that gimmick Battle Royal counts as well. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. All right.
Because weirdly, like I don't think he does wrestle in his original run.
Yeah, no, that was just an appearance thing. Yeah, because I thought about that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. He was in both the Battle Royal and 24/7 thing. So there you go. All right, sounds good. Mr. Barber, back to you for number 8.
Yeah, from NXT season 3.
Don't do it.
Give me Oksana.
Okay, I think I season 3. So yeah, you could choose a lot of people from that season.
Yeah, I saw some people mention it's like I would draft them if I had ever seen them wrestle or knew who the fuck they were, but some of them I'm just like I don't know who that is or I've never seen them, so I can't go that far. All right, man. Richie, this guy even got a Ring of the Hawk, and it was a stun to learn. Remember that he had like 15 matches. Give me Jonathan Coachman.
Oh yeah.
Give me the coach. He was in way more matches than he should have been. Like way more matches, and he sucked. And he never got any better. It's baffling to me. But yeah, I'll take the coach. All right, Richie, you got 8 and a 9.
If you don't know if you remember this guy, I in a way I feel bad for this guy, but hey, he couldn't wrestle, and that's what we're doing. My next pick is the Renegade. Remember the Renegade?
Renegade, oh yeah. The knockoff warrior. Yeah.
I'll say this. 5-year-old JPO, love the Renegade.
Yeah.
Filling that warrior niche that we were missing, baby.
That's right. Yeah. All right.
And then next pick, I'm also going to go from NXT, the game show era. I'm going to go Lucky Cannon. Lucky Cannon.
I don't know who that is.
NXT roster shit. I didn't look at that too hard.
Yeah, I didn't look up all these goofy like early NXT people. Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of people that wrestled like a couple of times and you never saw them again because they were horrible. Yeah, but I didn't go that deep as far as that portion of it. But I still got plenty of people. All right, so Lucky Cannon. All right, back to me, man. So much greatness to choose from. Yeah. Again, another guy that had way more matches than he should have, and he just never got any better. Give me David Flair.
Oh, good pick. Good pick.
Yeah. U.S. champion, David Flair. tag team champion David
US
Flair.
champion, my God.
Jesus Christ, yeah. All right. So yeah,
I almost said him and Crowbar, but I was like, you know what? Crowbar had talent, so that'd be unfair.
Crowbar was a good wrestler. Yeah, I wouldn't draft him, but yeah, I don't. Why Flair? You had 300 people on that roster. You could have paired him with.
No. That's why I didn't, because I was like, he's got talent.
Yeah, that's a tag team. I get it. All right, Mr. Barber, what you got next?
Yeah, am I gonna continue to go the celebrity route?
Do whatever you want, sir.
Yes, I am. Give me Dennis Rodman.
All right. Yeah, of that tag match, Karl Malone was the more explosive, better worker of the two NBA stars in that match. And Malone actually showed that. I actually, after that match, thought I was like, Malone kept training. He could be a decent worker. I'm not saying he could be amazing, but he could be decent. He looked all right. He actually trained with DDP for like a month. Like he actually trained. Dennis Rodman didn't. So, yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Mr. Owens, you got two more. What you got?
All right. I mean, we all love our like Meat Madness matches, right? Let's go for a couple, just like tall, meaty boys. Give me the Yeti.
Yes.
The Yeti.
The Yeti. So
Yes.
does that mean? I guess that means Ron
only
Reese
two
is off the
matches,
board.
single match.
Yeah.
If we're doing same human rule, then yeah.
Yeah, same human rules. So that means Ron Reese, Ravens Flock Reese is off the board because that's who we played him. For anybody who doesn't know. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, JPO. Just wanted to make a clarification. Yeah, if somebody takes the Yeti, nobody can take Reese. Yeah. So there you go. All right.
And then again, just going with some WrestleMania alumni, maybe depending on how you look at the match. Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones.
Oh, yeah.
God, if he just trained better, he has such a great look, and I feel like there was potential there, but just didn't happen. Yeah,
this spot at WrestleMania was good. I like the kick. The kick was
good. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? All right, Nathan Jones and the Yeti for JPO. All right, Mr. Barber, what you got for number 10? And then I'll do a quick recap for everybody once we get to 10. But let's see what we got so far.
Yeah. So number 10, I'm gonna go Big Daddy V.
Okay.
I like Viscera.
I kind of like Viscera too. Just
I like Viscera. I don't like Big Daddy V. I think when
all right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Leg drop. Let me hit you with the splash in the corner, and then I'll hit you with the leg drop.
Leg drop, like it is. Leg drop.
All right. My number 10, I'm going to go with Dale Torborg, the Kiss Demon.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yes. Dale Torborg. So, yeah, give me the Kiss Demon. He continued to suck and never got any better. So, yeah. All right. Richie, just do your number 10. I'm going to do a quick recap, and then we'll come back to you for a number 11, all right?
All right. Give me David Sammartino.
David Sammartino, okay.
All right, I dig it.
Not they can't all be great sex generation wrestlers. That's true.
We got a couple of them somewhere. You got Flair, you got Sammartino, yeah.
I know, yeah. They can't all be winners when it comes to that. So, all right. Quick recap before we get to the back half of this. Plenty of more garbage to come. Richie so far has Jenna Maraska, Satnam Singh, Sharmell, Tyrus, Lash Legend, David Otunga, Rosa Mendez, The Renegade, Lucky Cannon, and David Sammartino. I've got so far Giant Gonzalez, Ralphus, Vince Russo, Jay Leno, Judy Bagwell, Oklahoma, Bastion Booger, The Coach, David Flair, and the Kiss Demon, Dale Torborg. Mr. Barber so far has Drew Carey, Kevin Federline, David Arquette, Earl Hebner, Nick Patrick, Jim Ross, Eli Cottonwood, Oksana, Dennis Rodman, and Big Daddy V. And so far, JPO has The Great Khali, Michael Cole, Nicole Bass, Shaniqua, The Johnsons, The Dicks, The Shockmaster, The Gobbledygooker, The Yeti, and Nathan Jones. All right, good stuff so far, but we're not done yet. There's still plenty more to choose from. Richie, we're back to you for number 11.
Give me one of the stars of No Holds Barred. Give me Zeus.
Zeus, the Z-Man, right?
Z-Man,
Yes. Z-Man, Zeus. Tiny Lister. Rest in peace, Tiny Lister, but you weren't a great wrestler. Hey, SummerSlam main eventer, Zeus, right? So,
Yeah.
there you go. That's something. All right. Zeus is a good pick. Yeah. Man. Gotta really look at this list, man. There's some really good stuff to pick from. All right, he had a match with Christy Hemme on TNA on pay-per-view. Give me the big fat oily guy. ECW and Sci-Fi alumni, the big fat oily guy. That's what he was billed as in TNA. I forget the guy's name, but he had a match with Christy Hemme in TNA, so it's official. Big fat oily guy. All right, Jacob.
All right. Much like I did with David Arquette, because he improved. I'm gonna pick a wrestler who probably shouldn't have been wrestling at this time. I'm going very, very specific.
Okay.
I'm going WrestleMania 26, Bret Hart.
Oh, like late era Bret, like 2010s Bret Hart.
2010 Bret Hart.
Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. Okay. That was your number 11. JPO, 11 and 12. Back to you, sir.
All right. I obviously need a little bit of celebrities myself here, so give me Screech, aka Dustin Diamond.
All right. Is that in TNA or where was that at?
That's a 1 TNA and 3 other places. So yeah.
Okay. No, fair enough.
In fact, you inspired me because his TNA match is a boxing match against Tiny the Bellkeeper, which is Big Fat Oily Guy.
Big fat oily guy. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Number 12.
Yeah. 3 matches for Big Fat Oily Guy. And then also, let's stick with that. Give me John Heater, Napoleon Dynamite.
All right. John Heater. Okay. All right, Mr. Barber, you're number 12.
Yeah. Give me. I'm gonna go back to celebrities. Give me Snooki.
Snooki.
I actually thought she was fine. She was all right.
Oh, she's in a 6-man tag and she had 2 moves, so yeah.
Yeah. We didn't get to see her fully wrestle.
Fuck up, yeah.
Yeah.
Give her a singles match and let's see what happens.
Do your little handspring thing and do an elbow drop or whatever the fuck she did in that match. Yeah, that's it. So yeah. No, I feel you though. All right. Number 12. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with a guy who inexplicably got a push for like a while in like 1991 or 2 or whatever. Vince loved him. He sucked in the ring. Give me Nails with a Z.
I thought about him when even at the start when you mentioned Gabriel. Oh, I mean when you mentioned John Gonzaga for some reason, just around that era. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Nails, dude. Go back and watch even the squash matches where it's just all him. He's horrible. He was so bad.
And then Nails almost killed Vince over a contract thing.
He's so bad. Yeah, he was the guy who wore the orange jumpsuit, by the way. Go back and look at him. He was terrible. So, yeah, Nails. Yeah. All right. Richie, 12 and 13.
Okay. My 12, I'm going to get specific. Give me Invasion Era Chronic.
Okay.
They were
okay.
They will.
So I guess that takes any, Clark and Adams characters and whatnot off the table. So there you go. Chronic. Okay.
Yeah. And the next one, Lillian Garcia. She had a tuxedo match. Yeah.
All right. It counts. A match is a match. All right. I'll go with another guy that got a push in multiple promotions and stuck around the business for fucking ever and was always horrible. Give me Vincent, aka Virgil, aka whatever the fuck you want to call him. Horrible. I'll take Vincent, like NWO Vincent. Because he never had a good match as Vincent ever. So give me Vincent. All right. All right, Mr. Barber, we're back to you, sir. There's, oh my God, so many to choose from still.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna stick around NXT. I've got Oksana. Give me Maxine.
Maxine. All right, yeah. I think I wrote her down for some reason because there was some match she had with somebody specific that everybody always talks about. It's like one of the worst matches ever. So, all right.
Yeah, Maxine and Caitlyn had a real dope.
Yeah, that's what I have written down. Maxine and Kate versus Caitlyn in NXT is infamously like one of the worst matches ever.
Yeah.
Sucks because Caitlyn was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not getting drafted.
All right. JPO, where are you going for 13 and 14?
Let's go. I want to again add to my tag team division, and I want to go to the future in the year 2000. Travis and Troy, Techno Team 2000, please.
Techno Team 2000. All right.
And since we went to the future, we might as well go to the past. Give me Deuce and Domino.
All right. Deuce and Domino.
Oh, they were all right.
Not according to JPO. He's not a fan.
Deuces, he doesn't know. Deuce doesn't know how to catch people. He almost killed the Underday.
All right, Mr. Barber, right back to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He may have been big. He may have also had the look. But I don't think he moved very well in the ring personally. Other people might disagree. That's fine. Give me Shaq.
Shaq. All right. Worked in multiple promotions.
Shaq, though, if you want
All
to
three
episode,
all three majors.
whether
Anyway.
it's Papa John's or General,
Yeah.
you're still allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
Your new rap album, video game, your shitty Adam Sandler cameo, whatever you want to promote, we'll let you.
Shaq Fu is a classic, but I have you believe? No. I mean, no.
All right. I will go back with another wrestler who stuck around and never and always sucked and sucked even more once he went to another company and got fat. Give me Big T. Big T, Ahmed Johnson, where he's 50 pounds overweight and fucking horrible.
I thought about Harlem Heat 2000 as well. I was like,
that's what I mean. Harlem Heat 2000. But you know what? I might save his partner for later. Don't jump the gun here because he was also a single wrestler.
Oh, not a Stevie Ray fan?
No, as a single wrestler, he's fine in Harlem Heat with Booker T doing the fire up, doing the cleanup. But like anytime he had singles work, he was awful, like absolutely awful. So yeah, no, but the worst of that 2 T is Big T, Ahmed Johnson. So yeah, I'll take Big T. All right, Richie, 14 and 15.
Okay, give me tag team. Give me Pete Gas and Rodney, the Mean Street Posse.
All right.
I think
specifically Pete Gas and Rodney. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the right pick because Joey Abs is actually a real wrestler that they threw in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And and then for women, you know what? There's probably worse women out there, but like I don't know if you ever go back and watch her matches on TNA. She was bad. Give me Sojourner Bolt. Remember her?
Who?
Is she the crazy? No. That's
Sojo Bolt.
Sojo Bolt. I don't know who that is. Okay. All right. Did not have her on my draft list because I don't know who that is. But I'll take your word for it. All right. Pete Gas and Rodney, and then Sojo Bolt for Richie. Back to me. Yeah, I mean, he goes to conventions. People like him for some reason. I ref for him personally. He can't move. He has one gimmick. He always sucked. He can't wrestle. Give me Abdul the Butcher. Yeah. He never could wrestle. All he did was stab people with forks. That's it. Horrible.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, awful as a wrestler. All right, Mr. Barber, back to you.
This might be controversial. People are like, oh, he was good. I never thought he was a good wrestler. Never liked him. And you guys are free to criticize me all you want. I think the Ultimate Warrior was a bad wrestler.
I would agree with that.
I'm taking Ultimate Warrior.
That's
Great
not
character.
that's not controversial.
I don't think it's controversial as you think. He's a bad wrestler. He's a bad wrestler, but like he can't. Yeah, he's a great character, a lot of charisma, but like he also had the match with Hulk Hogan at Halloween Havoc. That's one of the worst matches of all time, and he's horrible. So you could draft WCW Ultimate Warrior, just Warrior.
Let's go specific. Yeah, let's be
Go
specific.
Warrior. Just take
we'll be
Warrior. Yeah, because you can be specific with that one, and then that's even worse. Go with WCW Warrior. Then that's a better pick. I could agree. I could roll with that one. All right, JPO, another twofer. Once he comes back. Yeah, Warrior's a good pick. Late era Warrior. Because I mean, you can make an argument that he had one or two decent things here and there, but yeah, late WCW works. All right, what you got, buddy? You back? There you go.
Beaver cleavage.
There you go. He was on my list.
only on the wrestling podcast can you say Beaver
cleavage. That's right.
Do I have an 8x10 of him coming in the mail? You're goddamn right I do. Not a Mosh 8x10. I wanted the Beaver cleavage.
Beaver cleavage 8x10. Oh my god. All right.
Kerwin White.
Okay. Specifically Kerwin White, yes.
Yeah, because love the Chavo. But yeah, oh my god.
Kerwin, I know.
Polarizing gimmicks.
No, shitty. No, you got a double. You got a double.
Guy who thinks he's white.
No. You drafted a double dose of shitty gimmicks. I'm with it. I'm with it. All right, I'm fine with that. All right. I thought about at one point, instead of just an overall crap draft, I was just doing like a worst gimmick draft. Just like drafting.
That could be another one.
Yeah, we could do that at some point. Just like worst characters or gimmicks or short-lived whatever. Because that could be a whole another thing in and of itself. But yeah, maybe in the future.
Might even have to discard the same human rule for that because there's a couple people that have had more than one shit gimmick.
That's what I mean, and I would discard that for that. You can draft whatever gimmicks, whatever gimmicks you want. Like I don't care. Like do whatever you want. Yeah, and draft all.
Who is it? Is Bash and Booger also like
Friar Ferguson?
Like, both of them deserve to be possibly drafted.
Yeah, no, totally. I could get with that. Well, you could draft like Isaac Yankem and also 24/7 champion Mayor Glenn Jacobs. Like shit like that. So I'm with it. All right, but Jacob, we are back to you.
Yeah, what number is this?
Number 16 for you, sir. So we're
give me
home stretch here, and I still have 50 unused picks on my dock here.
Give me. I think he kind of sucks. Unfortunately, I think he's part of one of the worst WrestleMania main events. Give me King Kong Bundy.
Okay.
I like King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, you can't move though.
Mm.
All right. King Kong Bundy.
Oh, can't wait for my handicap main event of King Kong Bundy versus Earl Hebner and Nick Patrick.
Hey, whatever you want to do, you can do. Oh man, so much garbage to choose from. Where do I go now? Damn. Yeah, give me a second. Give me. I need another lady on my card. Give me Mae Young.
All right. This guy could get drafted in the worst gimmicks as well, but hey, and he didn't last long. But he deserves to be on this thing. Give me Phantasmo.
Okay. Or Fantasio.
Sorry.
Fantasio. Yes.
Oh no.
Fantasio.
Worked up my next pick.
Fantasio.
Fantasio.
I was literally thinking, I swear to God, just now I was like, who could he have fun with? Who could he like fuck her? Like I was trying to think of a good opponent. I don't know. I almost put him with the Yeti because I'm like, how much fun would it be to like him trying to strip down the Yeti? Like,
Yeah.
And give me a guy I always thought sucked, even when, like he was only as good as the person he was in the ring with, and he sucked. Give me Prince Iakea.
Yeah, no, he sucks. And he's a shitty human being. I never liked him. I did a couple of shows with him. He's an asshole. So fuck him. Or you can either take that or the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea.
Yeah, I mean,
you can take a specific version too, just like Jacob take like Warrior instead of Ultimate Warrior. You take the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea.
Yeah, let's go the artist.
Very specifically 2010 Bret Hart.
Yeah, 20. Like I think there's worse people than that, but
Well, yeah,
yeah, we'll see. But no, I'm fine with that. All right, so Fantasio, and I convinced Richie to take the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea. Yeah, because that was even worse. All right, and we're gonna go from there. It's like another guy who had way too many actual matches than he should have, and he always sucked, and his shitty karate sucked. Give me Eric Bischoff.
That was my next pick. But instead,
yes,
I will go with another general manager who also, I believe, got in the ring. Give me Vicky Guerrero.
Okay. Vicky Guerrero. All right. Oh, mark off Charmel. She got drafted. Okay. All right. Mr. Owens, back to you for another twofer. He stole your Fantasio pick. I'm sorry about that, but
I know.
with somebody else.
I'm still reeling from that.
Yes.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
It just came to me.
Okay.
Give me Fake Diesel.
Fake Diesel. Okay.
Yeah, so there goes Glenn.
Yeah.
Now give me Fake Kane, Luke Gallows.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Fake Kane and Fake Diesel. All right.
Talk about full circle, ripping off a gimmick to having your gimmick ripped off.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. All right. I like it. All right, Jacob, back to you. Number 18.
Yeah. This guy was pushed. He probably shouldn't have been pushed as much as he was. I kind of liked the comedy stuff he did with Santino later on, but I thought Vladimir Kozlov was bad.
Who had a weird resurgence a few months ago for a couple of
Yeah. His real name.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah. All right. Oh, put the wrong one. Yeah. I put that up for Richie instead of Jacob. My bad. Vladimir Kozlov. Okay. All right. Back to me. God damn it. Who do I go with? Give me look, he had his time as an MMA star, but as a wrestler, he should not have been near the ring. Give me Tank Abbott.
The guy who doesn't look like Tank Abbott anymore.
Yeah, who looks like your shop teacher.
Yeah,
like
one of the comments on the video that said it was like he looks like a retired firefighter on vacation.
Yeah, I know. He looks like there was some other celebrity he looked like at the same time. I couldn't remember who it was at the time. Yeah, he's got like gray hair and glasses. He looks like your professor at your college. It's very strange. So yeah, that was odd. All right, Richie, 18 and 19. We're winding it down here. Unless you guys want to keep going. If you got more, we can keep going. I don't give a shit. This is fun.
I can go to 30. I think I can come up with 30.
We'll go to 25, and then if you
Yeah,
guys want to go to
25.
30, I'm totally fine for that. So I got plenty to go. Because it's kind of fun. Because like, who cares? You know, you can do on your card. You can do big multi-man scramble matches. You can do a battle royal. You can do tag team weird shit. You can do whatever you want. So have fun with it. Yeah.
All right. Give me a guy who's in the first main event overall. Give me Damien Demento.
There you go. Demento. All right.
And give me another woman who was historically in a very infamous bad tag match with women who could work, but if you could, give me Jackie Gator, Miss Jackie.
Oh yeah, one of the worst matches ever. That Raw match, right?
You might just stealing the next female match I was gonna do. So shit.
Yeah, Jackie Gator. Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah, that's a good pick. All right. Yeah, I got plenty. We could keep going. This is fun. I'm having too much fun with this. I got too much shit left on the table. I can't be like, that person missed getting drafted. They're horrible. Like they didn't get drafted. Like I can't leave them off the board. So there's so many. For instance, one that people may not realize, another Thunder classic. Give me Mark Madden, who had a match with Mean Gene Okerlund on Thunder. I swear to God that actually happened. So give me Mark Madden. And it's as bad as it sounds when you go watch it. So yeah.
Had a match with who?
Oh, Mean Gene. Would you like to draft Mean Gene? You can do that.
Mean Gene will be my next pick.
There you go. Yes, you certainly can. It's as bad as you think it is. Mean Gene throws a horrible punch. Mark Madden has to stall because they're doing something on the outside. So he's got the worst ground choke you've ever seen. Mean Gene does a horrible double leg takedown. It's a horrendous 2 minutes. Yeah, it's really, really bad. Yeah, both those guys, no business near the ring. So, all right, Mean Gene. Yeah, that's fine with me. All right, JPO, number 19 and 20, and then we'll decide if we want to keep going. We certainly can if you want to. I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it. From the Dungeon of Doom, give me Zodiac.
I was thought about him.
All right.
Yeah, somehow all of Brutus's gimmicks were still on the table.
Oh, that's a Brutus gimmick. That's right. So I can't draft the Booty Man and his shit.
No Booty Man,
no disciple. Yeah, any version. That's another one where if we go into gimmicks, any version of Brutus Beefcake sucks.
Brutus can be drafted about 4 times.
Yeah, you could draft him 4 times and they would all be horrible. So yeah.
And the only way to battle evil is with greater evil, Mordecai.
All right. 2 pay-per-view matches. My goodness gracious.
One with Scotty 2 Hotty and one with Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly. Yeah, squash matches on pay-per-view. Isn't that fun? Aren't you glad you paid for it? All right.
I'm damn it, I can't draft Kevin Thorne.
All right. Jacob, you're number 20, and then it sounds like the consensus is we're going to keep going because there's plenty left on the table. So we can do that. What you got for 20?
Yeah, number 20. I thought this guy kind of sucked. I liked his "it wasn't my fault" thing, but I thought Gene Snitsky as a wrestler was not very good.
Yeah, he had a great. I thought his look was good.
He had a good look.
He had a good look. I thought he actually had a freaky, like weird, crazy, freaky guy look. And he's a big dude, but yeah, his offense was always pretty terrible. Yeah, and he stuck around probably way too longer than he should have as well.
Can't wait to put him and Vladimir Kozlov as a tag team.
Oh man, you could do that. I like it. All right. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Give me John Cena Sr. I once called an indie match. I did a play-by-play for an indie match he had after the fact. Swear to God. And had to call him doing the worst FU anybody's ever done, ever. Horrible. So, yeah. John Cena Sr.
So, as a talker, he's great. In the ring, he's drizzling shit and got hurt all the time. Give me Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore. All right. As a singles wrestler, Enzo Amore.
I think way too entertaining. Your show just got a little entertaining.
He sucks with the rig though. He wouldn't have good matches. You want good matches on your card.
He definitely can lead. So yeah, put him with someone shitty. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to 25, and then if you guys want to keep going to 30, I'm with it because it's fun.
Right.
So we'll go to that for now, and then we'll keep going if you guys want to keep going. So you got a 21 then if we keep going, Richie. All right.
Give me. Yep. All right. Kill. Give me TL. Give me TL Hopper.
That was the weirdest timing. I swear to God, you were saying it as I was typing it on my maybe list. Like I swear, like TL. That's the weirdest timing.
All right, TL Hopper.
Whose music was just a toilet flushing.
All right. Again, I don't mind the character per se, but every time he actually wrestled, it was the drizzling shits. Give me the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he should have just been that guy that always was in a closet somewhere, and you had those segments where you open the door, and he's just there, and he laughs for a minute, and he closes the door again, or pops out from behind the couch. I didn't mind the segments, but yeah, he sucks in the ring. So.
Yeah, but how old was he? 30.
He was 30. He was 30, JPO. No, that's
How old
true.
was he?
Yeah, he's 30.
30.
30.
We have your ID.
Yeah, we know how. Yeah, we have your documents. We know how old you are. We did it. We did a background check. We know how old you are, Marty. You're 30.
You lied to us, so we're gonna sign you.
Like, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't sign liars, and then he became probably the most famous stuff of all time.
Yeah. All right. All right, Jacob. Well, let's keep it going. You got some more?
Yeah, I mean, they might not be as bad as some of you guys' picks.
Oh, wait till I bring up some of the ones I did deep research on.
Yeah, I don't think I went as deep as you did. I was just like, oh, I thought he kind of sucked.
If you want me to text you my remainder list that has 50 more people still on it, I can do that for potentials.
Maybe. But I will go with, I think this guy is a pretty good actor, but as far as wrestling, I think he left some to be desired. I'm going to go with Kurgan.
Kurgan. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he makes for a nice, intimidating henchman guy in a movie, but yeah, not in the ring. All right. Well, we're keeping it going, JPO. 2 more. What else you got for me?
If you guys know me, you know I love sports. So let's get a little sportsy up in here. Let's get Aiden Knuckleball Schwartz.
All right. Knuckleball.
And when you have an athlete, you obviously need someone to cheer them on. So Spirit Squad member Mitch, the shittiest of the 5. Yeah.
All right, Mitch from the Spirit Squad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was his actual name? Like, who was he? I don't remember. Because everybody else kind of did. I was gonna say everybody else kind of did stuff after, but yeah,
he was another just tall, tough enough guy that was like 5th place. That he sucked. Like Jeter had potential, Mondo had potential. Obviously, Nemeth Dykstra was the one that was pushed, and then there's Mitch.
Yeah, and then Mitch. All right. Okay, Knuckleball Schwartz and Mitch from the Spirit Squad. All right, Mr. Barber, back to you.
Yeah, let's pair Kurgan up with another oddity member.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Let's go Giant Silva.
Giant Silva, there you go.
I meant to draft him like 6 rounds ago. I forgot to write him down.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the worst.
He was worse than Kurgan. He was worse than Kurgan. Kurgan was better than him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Kurgan could, yeah. At least look fierce.
Yeah, and do a fierce move or two. But yeah, Giant Silva couldn't even move. Like, he sucked. Yeah. No, that's a good pick. He was on my list. All right. I'm going to go, let's see. 22. Give me the other, well, you know, draft is Snooki, but I don't want to exclude the other Jersey Shore members who also stepped in the ring. Give me JWoww in TNA. All right, Mr. Richie. 2 more.
Yeah. Now, I'm specifically going on this gimmick. The
Okay.
wrestler is great.
Mhm.
Give me Black Rain. It's Dustin Rhodes in TNA, his worst gimmick.
Oh, yeah. Black Rain. All right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and hmm. I had someone in mind, but I can't. Oh yeah, all right. And the next one, never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo. Give me Steve Mongo McMahon.
All right.
Aw.
Rest in peace. Or is he having trouble, or did he die? I can't remember. Or he was
He
in
has
the news recently, right?
away. I don't think he's passed away yet.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, he's in the hospital or something, though, right?
God
Like
forbid he's
recently.
watching this right now, Richie, you dick.
Well, what are you gonna do? I enjoyed watching Mongo in like a train wreck where because you just never knew what he was gonna do. Just like it just because in the middle of a match they'd be like locking up and all of a sudden he'd just pick you up and tombstone you just out of nowhere. And you're like, what the fuck? What just happened? It's just like, his
Don't
match
worry,
was wild.
Steve. Steve, just relax. We're gonna watch a nice podcast from the Lonely Marks. This will lift.
We'll watch some guys talk some wrestling. It'll be fun. Mongo. All right. Remind that shit. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I've only got a few ladies. Let me get one more, maybe to round it out. Give me Major Guns.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Jacob.
Give me Tyson Fury.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
did technically have a match, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a match. He sure did. All right. All right, JPO, another 2 for you. What other kind of crazy matches you want to come up with? What else you got?
Well, no, I've been inspired by you guys this whole time, so I think I need some second gen talent here. So give me from one of the greatest wrestling dynasties, the Von Erichs. Give me Lacey.
Yeah. All right.
Lacey Von Black.
Botch. Yes.
Oh, so bad, so bad. Also, if you ever want to watch real good cringe humor, her at WrestleCon, and she's like goes up to Ted DiBiase. She's like, "Oh yeah, you work for the company that killed my uncle or whatever, like my dad." Or like she's so awkward.
Jesus
Like, doesn't get
Christ.
it. Yeah, like she just doesn't like hold back and like. Oh, and it's also totally near to his wrestling. I swear to God, she goes up to Kevin Nash. She goes, "NWO, is that the company you work for?"
Oh God.
Fucking bitch. Anyway, sorry. And give me, I believe Stone Cold yelled at her because like her favorite match was something wacky. Cameron, the other pterodactyl.
It was Alicia Fox versus Melina.
Yeah. What's your favorite match? Melina versus Alicia Fox. What?
What?
I didn't
What?
say it last week. I said of all time.
What?
Yeah, that's when I knew. I instantly knew I didn't like her.
All right. All right, Jacob. 24.
Yeah, you know who else wrestled on that same show that Tyson Fury wrestled on, and he wasn't good? Cain Velasquez.
All right.
Hell yeah, good pick. He did worse. I thought.
Maybe you can have a MMA versus boxing shoot fight on your show. Yeah, that'd be fun, right? I'm sure that'll go over really well. That'd be great. All right. Okay. 24. I'm surprised you made it this far and one appearance, but it was an infamous. Give me the ECW zombie.
Yeah, good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 911.
Okay.
Is it?
Yep.
And look, sure the guy's going to fall on his feet, but he was, and he wasn't booked right. But hey, he wasn't a good wrestler either. Give me Gable Steveson.
All right. Gable Steveson. All right. Excellent. All right, Gable Steveson. Let's see. So much to choose from. Give me another guy who got pushed for like 3 weeks and then we never saw him again, and he also, participated in the brawl for all. Give me Brackus.
Come on.
Brackus. Just because you're a big bodybuilder doesn't mean you can run the ropes. All right. Here you go, Brackus. I'll give you a shot on my pay-per-view. All right, Jacob.
Oh, let's see. Give me Eva Marie.
There you go. Did she ever have a good match? Like, ever? No?
Kinda.
No.
I feel like
Kinda.
that last run. Hold on, because like she was training with Kendrick and like put her with the right person. Yeah, it became passable. That last run.
She had like training footage that looked alright, like looked impressive. Like she could do a couple of things. Like her gimmick towards the end was funny, which was like Eva Marie is stuck in traffic, so she got me. That was funny. That was
My tab fell off. Like, yeah, I actually enjoyed that. Sadly, never went anywhere.
All right, a couple more. I got to mark off my list here that I forgot to. All right, excellent. All right, Eva Marie goes to Mr. Barber. JPO.
You know me, I love sports. So let's go with an actual real life sports star. I'm sure shit ain't paying him when he was paid before though. Pac-Man Jones. Give me that fucking worthless piece of shit.
I was thinking him, but he didn't. I don't think he was allowed to even make contact in the ring. So I don't know if he actually.
That's why he was the drizzling shits. Hey, bell ring, baby.
And that was 25. But you know what? Fuck it. If everybody wants to, let's go to 30. Let's take this all the way home. Let's do it. All right, JPO, give me a 26. Let's keep it rolling. I got plenty to go.
We got plenty of trash. You know what we need, guys. We need a garbage man.
Trash man.
Dumpster.
Duke the dumpster. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Battle Riot veteran Duke the dumpster.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. All right. Duke the dumpster. Yes. All right. Well, let's keep this thing going, Jacob. What else you got for us?
Oh, give me TNA Hulk Hogan.
All right. All right. I'll allow it. Okay. I'm looking over my list here. I haven't taken a radio personality yet. Give me Man Cow. All right, Richie, 26 and 27.
Okay. Give me Kelly.
Mm-hmm. The Exhibitionist?
I know.
Okay.
And, you know what? He was popular, and I get it, but he wasn't good in the ring. Give me Sid Vicious.
That's fine. He could sometimes be carried to something good, but looking at your roster, Richie, there's potential to put him up with somebody and it'd be a train wreck. For sure. Or in a tag team or something, or in a singles match. So, yeah. He had to be carried to a good match. I'll have to check and see if he actually showed up to that River City Wrestling Con last week in Jacksonville. He didn't look for it. I don't know if he showed up or
Probably
not.
lost his wallet or something.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a softball tournament in town. Yeah, I don't know if he showed up or not.
No, he's a real piece of shit with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just like no show, just don't care. They'll book him and he'll just skip it. All right, number 27. Give me. He had a horrendous match at WrestleMania 2 with Adrian Adonis, and he always sucked. Give me Uncle Elmer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's terrible. Like, think of it like this way, JP. Have you dreamed of like the worst version of a Godwin? Like that's what he is, and he's even worse.
Oh no, I remember like I've seen a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a match with Adrian Adonis at WrestleMania 2. It's like one of the worst matches ever. It's terrible. All right, Jacob, got a 27 for us.
Maybe.
All right.
Again, I wasn't planning on going this far.
If you need seriously, if you need me to send you a list of potential, I can send you one. If you're running out of your own stuff.
Give me Heidenreich.
There you go.
That's good.
That's a solid
He's
pick.
on my list from the get-go. Yeah.
Yeah, Heidenreich's always a solid pick.
I didn't right.
I didn't.
And Reich. Oh.
Yeah, what numbers are these?
27, 28.
Okay, sweet.
All right, we got a few more to go. A few more to go. Yes.
Well, again, I'm inspired by you guys. Give me, and I didn't even know this till some research, a WWF, WCW, ECW alumni. Yes, the trifecta. And also, if you ask real nice, he'll let you fuck his wife. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know. I had no idea he did all three. Like, good for him.
Well, he did. And some of them were dark matches because I think I looked him up too.
Oh,
On
I
Cage
mean,
Match.
the WWF's a house show, ECW house
Yeah.
show. WWF
But
a house show.
he's got some footage out there of him actually wrestling at like other shows too. But yeah, he definitely stepped in the ring more than once. Yeah, like multiple times for whatever reason.
And according to this, he's got a dozen. He's at 10.
I
And
know.
that's just,
Yeah,
and
it's
maybe there's
way
several
too many.
off, too.
No, yeah, awful. So no, I'm cool with the pick. But yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge.
And then let's keep going. He may tell you his grandma's dead, but she ain't. Let's go, Johnny Fairplay.
I thought about him too.
All right, Johnny Fairplay. There you go. I'm with it. All right, Jacob.
Yeah, I don't have an actual tag team, so I should probably draft one. And I need somebody, some people that can actually sell tickets and get butts in seats. So give me ICP.
Yes.
Okay.
I was
Yes.
about to say, at first I was like, don't cheat. I'm like, oh, I know where he's going now. Great story of their Ring of Honor appearance where they pop up to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And get bugged and they're like, no, we're not. Like, we're literally the company that's known for wrestling. You're ICP. Hey, look outside. See all those people that are willing to pay for tickets. Yeah, we'll get you on second.
Yeah, I have that. I have like a DVD they put out called like Uncensored or Unscripted or something like that. Whatever it was. Yeah, with their one match, it's on there.
They cut it from the original release, like whatever show that is.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
off, but then like a year or two later, they had like an accomplished. A best
Because they had that and Conan's one match where he stunk up the joint too.
Oh
was
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
DVD.
There's a couple of matches where it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
Conan
guys,
had a match and he was horrible. Like he was terrible. Like
it's
I want that Conan. That specific
it's a weird
Conan.
DVD because it's kind of like, hey guys, remember these matches we didn't want you to see? All right,
yeah,
fine,
here's
wanna
like
see 'em?
you want to see the worst of Ring of Honor in 2002? Like watch this DVD.
Watch this
It's
DVD.
weird
It was
because the
better than
ICP
lots of
match.
bloody matches.
Yeah, because the ICP one, it was at that place where they had pretty much the first 5 or 6 like shows or whatever, that same building in like Philadelphia or something. And they went in there to have like a squash, and like most of the crowd was just booing them the entire time. But like the 100 people that they brought to the show are cheering them, and that's it. So it's so weird. They have a 2-minute match, they leave amongst the chorus of boos, and that was it. That was like the one appearance. It was odd. Yeah, very
Remember,
strange.
like, there was a match in ECW with like Tully Blanchard and somebody, and the crowd just turned on it and like turned their backs on it. That was,
Yeah.
that was. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll look it up. But, yeah.
I'll take another guy who was in WCW for all of the 90s, and he absolutely blew shit in the ring every time. Give me Van Hammer.
Yeah.
Fucking me. How did he last like 9 years? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That was something I didn't realize like a few years ago. I'm like, oh, there's matches of him from like 91.
92? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how is this guy just bumming around forever? Yeah, and he always sucked. Like, he was terrible. So, yeah, Van Hammer. All right. Well, 28-29, Richie. We're almost there. For real this time.
Give me a guy who Jericho absolutely buried in his book, and you can see why. Give me Curtis Hughes.
Oh, Mr. Hughes? Yeah.
Mr. Hughes. He's absolutely terrible.
Yeah. And again, great look. Big dude, intimidating guy, but yeah, not good. Not good. And lasted way long with Jericho than you would think on paper. Like, he just kept hanging around for like a long time.
And give me a guy who quickly transitioned to announcing, who has one of the weirdest finishes I've ever seen in my life. Give me Byron Saxton.
Yeah. Brian Kelly, I love you. We traveled many miles on the road together in my van, but you're a much better announcer than you are a wrestler, because I've seen him wrestle on indie shows too. That's even worse, honestly. He fucked up the Hogan spot at a show I did one time, where all he had to do was go in there and do the punches, the big boot, and the leg drop, and he fucked it up royally. Like, fucked up the sequence.
He was an indie guy?
Yeah, for a little bit. But again, I did shows with him where he wrestled occasionally, but like, we mostly had him ring announcing all over Florida, like, because he was a good ring announcer. Like, that's what they should use him as. But yeah, no, he wrestled a little bit and he was bad. Yeah, very, very not good.
So. Oh, yeah. So he even on the indies, they were like, "Ooh, you should ring announce tonight."
Yeah, you should ring announce instead. Yeah, because you're better at that.
Funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
No, and he was a good ring announcer. Like, at the indie shows, like, he was a good guy, like, getting the crowd hyped up, like, going out in the crowd, like, talking to everybody in the front row, like, like a hype guy. He had a good look. He had good suits. Like, he was good at that. Like, just stick with that. And then they insisted on, like, keep putting him in the ring for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like, why? Don't need that. But no, always been like that. All right. So Byron Saxton. All right, 29 for me. Damn, I don't want to leave some of these people on the board, but I guess I'm going to have to. Can't get all of them. You know what? I drafted Boogeyman earlier. Give me Little Boogie.
I remember that.
That was a thing.
Oh.
All right, Jacob, 29. We're winding it down here.
Give me. I'm sure he's had some classic matches that I'm just not thinking of. So you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but give me Mantar.
No, that's a good
one.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mantar, but no.
Yeah, Mantar Facebook added me and then died like 2 weeks later. Oh. I never got a chance to figure out why he added me.
Well, what are you gonna do?
He lived nearby. I would think he was looking for bookings, which I totally would have booked him.
Yeah, totally. All right, JPO, give me a for real this time a final two. What you got? What you got for me? Yeah. And then we can put together 30 people to choose from to make all kinds of an extravaganza. It'll be great.
Garrett Bischoff.
There you go. I had him on my list.
It's more second gen.
All right. Damn, I should have taken him. I could have had him face his dad. A father and son classic.
Oh, damn. Man, that would be cool. And let's go for somebody who actually is a pretty recent Mania alumni, tag champion. I don't like him. Almost.
Almost. All right. All right. Let's wind it down, Mr. Barber. What's your final one?
Give me. Pretty sure he was in the match. I kind of remembering it. Maybe I'll do a triple threat referee match. Give me Mike Chioda.
Mike Chioda was in a match.
Give me Mike Chioda.
He teamed with The Rock.
That's right. That's what it was. I was trying to remember the match.
Yeah.
I knew I had seen it
It
recently.
was on Raw. Yeah, because I looked it up. It was The Rock and Mike Chioda, and it might have even been Jack Doan as well. Like he teamed with like 2 referees.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think you're right. Yeah.
Only match
Yeah.
October 2001. Jericho, Chioda, and The Rock defeating Nick Patrick and Otis.
That's right. But yeah, he was in there. Yeah, he did the horrible people's elbow. It's really bad. Yeah. Yeah. Referees should stick to refereeing. Don't put them in matches. It's never a good idea. Just don't. All right.
Although, hold on. Last 5 to 10 years, I disagree because half the referees are actually talented wrestlers. They just don't have anything for. Like,
Drake
both
Younger.
female refs. Oh yeah, I mean, he might be stupid in other ways, but he's a good wrestler.
He's a fucker.
Yeah.
Drake Younger, both female refs in the WWE, Jessica and I forget the
Jessica.
other one's name, are really good wrestlers. The one Spanish ref is really good. So I'm just saying, nowadays it's almost the opposite.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll take a guy that was great again in a tag team setting. But man, in WCW as a single wrestler, stunk up the building every single time. Give me Jim Neidhart, singles wrestler. Fat Jim Neidhart in WCW. Yeah.
TNA Jim Neidhart.
Yeah.
I also told you with who could have been a good pick.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let me finish with a second generation person. There's 2 in my head, but I'm going to go with this one. Give me Garrett Bischoff's tag partner. Give me Wes Briscoe. He also sucks.
All right. Wes Briscoe. All right. Sounds good. All right. Excellent. We have a full roster of shit for everybody to work with for next week to put together all kinds of WrestleCrap extravaganzas. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with. This should be fun. If anybody needs their rosters after the fact, I'll send it to you this week if you need it. Type it out. But yeah, I'll get it to you guys later this week. Keep the paper handy. But yeah, anybody got any honorable mentions that you got? Then I'll run down my massive list of stuff at the end.
I don't have much. We're kind of running through the gamut. Just Joe was pretty bad. Fake Razor was still on the board, and also everyone remember Key. That's on their TV for like 2 weeks with Draws and Albert.
Yeah.
Is Nia Jax just so average that she's not getting drafted when we do normal drafts, but she's also not getting drafted when we do like a crappy draft?
Yeah. I also don't think it's also helped and hurt her here, I guess, in a weird way, that her latest run's been kind of good. So I feel like she was less on the mind than maybe 6 months ago.
Right?
Yeah.
6 months ago, I could see one of us maybe taking her.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm sure there's others I can think of. I mean, there's ones that like people like. I don't know. Velvet Sky is not good.
Yeah, she never was.
Candice Michelle.
Candice got better, but not
She's
great.
You got better.
She's charismatic.
You could have taken.
Yeah.
And I did drop his name before. DJ Gabriel was pretty shitty. He was just another big guy.
He's bad.
Two moves.
Ricky Ortiz is not good.
Hey, drink Xiaomi Cup.
Hey, my buddy John Davis had his only match in WWE on TV, ECW and Sci-Fi against Ricky Ortiz.
That's right.
Yeah.
That dude, John Davis.
Funny backstage story about that. Anybody remember Ricky Ortiz's finisher was just a standing splash? Where he just kind of extended real big. And JD is talking with him in the back, and he's like, oh yeah, what's your finish by the way? He goes, a splash. He goes, like a top rope guy. All right, cool. Where do I need to be? He goes, oh no, it's just a standing splash. And JD went, what? For real? No, for real? Like you're not joking? For real? It's just like, all right. I felt bad for JD because he had to lose to a standing splash. So, anyways, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't put him on here because the gimmick was entertaining, but like it's also, counterproductive, I guess. But Gilbert, I guess, you could put there.
Yeah, he's on the list.
Yeah, something like that.
All
The Rooster, just because the gimmick sucked.
What's that?
The Rooster, Terry Taylor. I don't like the gimmick.
Oh, the Red Rooster. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right. Does anyone want to hear this other list I have? I got
hell yeah. I wanna
30
hear
more
this.
lists. All right.
Yeah.
Who you guys missed out on for not doing research? All right. So we have Horace Hogan. So I could have taken Horace. He sucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Jesus.
I only know about him because he was on NWTV and Brian and Vinny shit on him twice
I
because they actually
was
used him
trying to
twice.
find-
Fucking Don Valentine is
That's the name. I was about to ask you who that guy was, but I thought you were gonna say that's right.
No, I know. I didn't take him just because he's so obscure. Like, but he was on TV. Like, they used him twice. And Brian and Vinny talked about it when they were reviewing NWT.
What era
Maybe
is this?
This is like 87, like the worst jobber of all time, maybe Don Valentine. He literally, he couldn't even like take a chop. Like, he's just one of the worst people to ever step in a ring. But like, you know, I figured you guys would be like, who the fuck is that? Richie would know because he's seen the clip. But yeah. Anyways, the whole other thing. Yeah, Stevie Ray as a singles wrestler in like late 90s, horrible, really bad. I mean, Terry Runnels, you could take her.
I know about Terry.
Nobody took Vinny, you know, Vince McMahon. Gonna take Vince. He's always horrible in the ring. Frank Trigg in TNA.
I thought about him too. And when you mentioned like fighters and stuff. Oh, we're talking about
Yeah. His was so bad, even TNA hasn't uploaded that to their YouTube channel. They'll upload anything to their YouTube channel. Yeah, they had a match with AJ Styles. Yeah, fucking of all people. Yeah. Harvina, you know, Harvey Whippleman as a lady. Take that as women's champion. I always thought Ian Rotten was absolutely the shits, so I attempted to draft Ian Rotten.
And a piece of shit too.
Yeah, and a piece of garbage as well. You know, Will Sasso had a squash match with Bret Hart.
I thought about him, but I love him too much.
I know he's a good guy, but like, you know, that match shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have been a thing. Teddy Long's had numerous matches over his career and never been good. Miss Hancock, aka Stacy Keibler, like when she was Miss Hancock before she was trained.
She sucked always.
Yeah. You know, you could have drafted either of the Nitro girls had a match with each other, Tigress or Spice. So, you know, they had a match on Nitro. That was the thing. Would you guys have said that if I drafted God?
No. I mean,
no?
I would prefer you didn't.
I'm just saying, I would have asked about that because, you know, that was an official match. Just saying.
Though, didn't he technically?
No, he had an entrance. He was there.
On the apron. Yeah.
No, I mean they gave him an entrance. He was supposedly there.
I don't know. Another one I didn't know counted. It might be on the list, but I was thinking about Santa Claus.
Which one?
He was a 24/7 champion.
Yeah.
Santa. They're saying Santa.
Yeah. Santa Claus was Balls Mahoney.
Yeah.
All right, Sable always sucked every time she stepped in the ring, so you can draft Sable. You know, Floyd Mayweather, you know, as a wrestler would probably be terrible. You know, boxing match.
His one match is good.
But yeah, he didn't really do much. Like, he didn't
really do anything that he doesn't do outside of what he normally does. Yeah. I always thought Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik like really sucked, especially later when they were still wrestling past their prime. You know, here's a wrestling era. You know, Volkov and Sheik, pretty bad. Mr. T was never any good in any of his spots in either promotion. More referees. Scott Armstrong, Jack Doan, both had matches. Remember Scott Armstrong had a feud with CM Punk? Anybody remember that? That was a thing.
Oh yeah, because Scott Armstrong countered him or something.
Yeah. So that was a thing for a while. Danny Bonaducci had a match in TNA. That was bad.
And he was also in that Hulk Hogan celebrity wrestling thing.
Yeah. You know, Dink. You know, any of those.
Any of those
Doink clowns in the Survivor Series match. You know, any of them. Jerry Only of the Misfits had a cage match with Dr. Death on Nitro. That happened, and it was bad. That was a fucking. I swear to God, I was watching random Nitro and I was like, wait a minute, Dr. Death's coming to the ring. There's a fucking cage. Why? This is Russo era, so it makes it. It's like what? Like in the middle of the show, it was when the whole Misfits, like the whole band was like a thing, but Jerry Only was the only one who stepped in the ring. It was weird. Like, what the fuck is going on? Jeep Swenson, aka Bane, was a bad wrestler, but he was a wrestler. Bane from Batman and Robin. John Nord, the Berserker. He was not good. Sarge, the power plant guy. He had a match, a couple of matches. He was not good, and then you wonder why the hell he was the trainer when he sucked in the ring. But he was very bad. Repo Man, the shits. Brian Knobs, I always thought as a singles wrestler for a little while. WCW was horrible.
Jerry Sags is better than him, but like
Jerry Sags is better, but not much better. Rob Terry sucks from TNA. He's not good.
Yeah.
I didn't have the heart because I like Rob. Like I've worked with him
As a guy. Yeah, I get it. But he stinks.
Do you have Mason Ryan on your list?
Mason Ryan? No. I haven't seen enough of his shit, but yeah.
He was bad as well.
Bertha Faye stunk. Kimberly Page stunk every time she got in the ring. Tammy Sitch in WCW had a couple of matches. They sucked. Reed Flair had official matches. Maybe wants to draft 13-year-old Reed Flair. That was a thing.
But then he got good, and then he passed away.
Yeah, that would have been cruel.
Yeah, that would have been cruel, but still. Eric Watts sucked. Son of Bill Watts. He was
horrible. Hold on.
Yeah.
Nintendo Team 2000. I actually have him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was part of that team.
Fine.
So he sucked as a tag team as well as a singles wrestler. Yeah, he
sucked from 94 to 04 till the end.
There you go. All right. Out of Public Enemy, Johnny Grunge as a singles wrestler was always terrible. Every time they threw him out there by himself. The Goon was bad. Paul Heyman had a couple of matches here and there. Can't really do anything. Just there to take moves. Tom McGee was a pretty legendary bad wrestler. He hung around for too long.
They had a really good match with Bret Hart, and then they're like,
And then he sucked.
Hey, he's really good. And then they're like, and then he had matches with other people. It's like, oh no, Bret Hart's really good.
Yeah. Naked Minion still on the table. If anybody want to draft him. And Roadblock. Yeah, he had a good look, but he sucked. Roadblock sucked. So there you go. But I did my research. I tried to grab as many people who had matches as possible. So, but yeah, we could even do a gimmicky draft, like of just gimmicks and characters at some point. And that would be kind of fun. Yeah, and you could draft the same person multiple times. So yeah, but there you go. That'll do it. Back to you, Jacob. Thanks for letting me do the WrestleCrap draft. I thought that was pretty fun. And a nice twist on it for once, where we're not fighting over the same people,
right?
Yeah.
But next week we might be fighting over the same people because we are doing an all-time draft number 2. I actually have the first one that we did saved still, so I will be sending them each their roster, and those are people that they will not be able to draft this time. So all new rosters. We can still do like the Pez, JPO, and I can draft people Richie drafted. Just Richie can't draft any of the same. So they're still on the board, just not for the person that drafted them last time.
Yes,
that'll be next week, along with our Cash in the Castle review, and then we'll see what happens after that. If we've got any ties, if we got anything, how many people are picking what.
Would that be also around the time of is it when's Forbidden Door? Is that like the week? When's predictions for that?
That's a good question. I'll have to look that up.
Forbidden Door is on the 30th, so that'll be 2 weeks from now. Those will be the predictions.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because that's the show that I will not be able to watch.
Yeah, because that week we're doing my other pick, which will be doing a retro show, so you don't have to be there for the retro show. That's what we decided on, Jacob. So we're doing that and Forbidden Door predictions, but you can send those in the chat. So all right.
Which sucks because they're doing Will Ospreay and Swerve, and I kind of want to do that much, but whatever. We'll talk more about that at a later time. It's been a long show, so we'll just end it. Do some plugs. Richie, where can the people find you?
You can find me on all the trivia spaces. Just did a trivia thing for Multiplex earlier today. I did another episode of Wheel of Movies. Galaxy Quest. Check that out. We'll spin the wheel again in probably about a week's time. and yeah, we'll we'll let people know depending on what we choose to what guests we get, and other than that, I'm on JPO's channel. Sometimes when I don't get when Brian doesn't pull me up for double booking myself and stupid secretary, and
thank you, Brian.
I know I do thank him actually because I do thank you. I thank you, Brian. You're not. Yeah, thank you, Brian. And just I'm here, there, everywhere, and in tournament fights. I think I'm on the next one, the next TV, whatever the next TV one we're doing. I know there's a chat there. I just never looked at it. So I'm around.
Jacob, were you on that episode?
Guys, where can people find you? Pez, where?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking up something to play. I can't play the movie hero. I can't play the movie hero outros anymore. We got to find a different outro. Well, I mean, I could for this time, just so we have something to go out on. But I'll find something better for the future. So, pardon the movie hero outro if it is one. Just I just need something to. I totally forgot to pull something for that. But anyways, So I mean, obviously, you can find me on the Movie Hero Network throughout the week. Tournament fights and tier ranker fights. And I quote Ryan Permis's channel. You can find me over there doing anniversary watch alongs. We got a double dose of Indiana Jones this weekend. Got Temple of Doom on Saturday night for the 40th anniversary, and then Last Crusade on Father's Day for the 35th anniversary. Both selling anniversaries. So a little double dose of Indy. Batman 89 will be the following week, so that should be fun. That's going to be basically a quote along because I love that movie start to finish. And I mean, that's most of the stuff that I go on. Yeah, like Richie said, we just did a Wheel of Movies over on the Movie Hero Network for Galaxy Quest. So if you like Galaxy Quest, come over there. We chatted about that with Wolfman. So yeah, that's what I got going on.
Nice. And JPO.
What's up? That's me. When I'm not here, you can always find me over at the Peersco. We're about to enter the semifinals of the yearly tag team tournament. That's tournament's heating up very nicely. We're also always doing other things, drafts, maybe top 10 countdowns, shenanigans, Pierce Wrestling, similar idea, but for pro wrestling. Then other friends here. Find me at Why We Love Horror on occasion, Multiplex, Take 3, the Combat Wrestling Trivia over on Twitch. That sounds gravy. Jacob, where we can find you?
Mm-hmm. You can find me
on stage at so-and-so.
On stage at an open mic near you. I don't know. You can find.
If you happen to live in the Washington area where he lives.
Yeah, if you live in the Pacific Northwest.
That's right.
It's worth the road trip.
It's worth it. I am worth it. I made the 23 people that were there last night laugh. So
I watched your YouTube or your video clip recently. I laughed.
It was good.
There's more where that came from.
Hey, 23 people, for a comedy show or an open mic night is not bad. I'm sure JPO's or Richie have probably done less than that at some point.
My record is I've done it for just one or two tables where it's like, all right, hey, you 4 people.
Hey, how we doing? Do I even need a microphone for this? I could just talk to you right here.
No.
Yeah, there was one. There was one. The crowd, it started off pretty decent, but it's a Tuesday night, and I was going on last because it's just a randomized order, and that's just how it happened. And by the time I went up, not including the other comedians that stayed to support and watch, I think there were 6 people there that were just there.
Yeah, that's happened too, where you're on an open mic that's hacked and you end up in the last order.
That sounds like a JPO know what this reference. It sounds like a Frank Goodman wrestling show where you want to be in that first 3 or 4 matches because if you're match number 17 on the fucking show at 1 in the morning, you'll be wrestling for about 10 people that are still left.
Yeah, if you think AEW is bad, a 13 match card was a light card for him.
Oh yeah.
Also, didn't care if you were trained or not. Tried to book me once, and I told him I wasn't training. He was like, still, if you sell tickets, I'll throw in that battle royal. I'm like, wow.
Sell me 10 tickets. I'll throw in that ticket. No, the infamous ticket seller battle royal.
Ignored me admitting I wasn't trained, and I was like, so I want to sell some tickets. I'll put them
So what you're saying is, JPO, is you were eligible for tonight's draft.
Well, I've been in matches since. This is even before I had any match. Oh yeah, and I also did toy with drafting me last, but I didn't want to do that.
I almost did just to see your reaction, but I decided not to.
I don't know.
No, I
You
mean,
can
there's
put
guys I've
Max
worked
on
with.
that.
There's guys I've worked shows with that were like terrible, but like you guys wouldn't know who they are. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah,
want to draft like show schmo from this indie show. Like I don't want to do that because that's no fun. They don't know who it is.
I think I mentioned I was in an issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated and a 6-man tag I was in. It was in the results section. I bought every time I saw it. I bought it. I owned like 4 copies at one point.
It's in a box somewhere with your possessions. That's right.
Enough. Guess who's on the cover? My cousin Kevin Owens.
Hey, there you go. That's
Very
cool.
nice. All right, I'm yawning because it's
All right,
later
let's
for
wrap
the
up then.
it's later for these two than it is for me, and I'm the one yawning.
It's midnight fitty.
but-
Mhm.
Oh yeah, man, it's like 10 to 3 in the afternoon. I mean, oh,
All right. Anyway, so yeah, that was our show. Join us next week when we reveal these classic cards that we're gonna have.
I can't wait.
We'll review some Clash in the Castle, do some good drafting, and then catch up on any news that happens between now and then.
Sweet.
So
Sounds like another long show.
Yeah, probably will
Maybe.
be.
depends on how many
Hey,
matches
well-
your
well,
card has. Like
technically-
30 people.
Technically, Clash of the Castle is only 5 matches to review,
matches,
so it's really
yeah.
not that much.
No, but I mean, like
you know?
tonight, ours it was just us predicting 5. Next time it's gonna be us reviewing 5. So
Yeah.
it'll be about the same
Well,
number.
to be fair, we extended the draft. We would have ended at the 2-hour mark, but we extended it by
yeah,
10 more
that's
picks
true.
apiece. So that was on us. We could have stopped it there.
We won't be extending the draft.
No, that one was set. Then.
Love talking crap.
That's right.
We only extend the crap talking, yes. So, all right. So for Richie, for Pez, for JPO, I'm Jacob. This has been the Lonely Marks on our new channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you watched live. Thank you if you're watching on the replay. Also, thank you. Join us next week. Where we'll be talking more wrestling. And Pez has all the control, so Pez, take us out.
All right. Again, pardon the intro from the old channel. I'll find something else for next week. But anyways, bye.
Bye.